just like a premise pops up right now.
Like something pops in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, that's a good idea. Let me write that down instead of watching the episode again.
Well, all right, motherfucker, man. I forgot about that. I like to live in the moment, bro. I don't like to look in the past.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Oh, let me put my phone on silent. Silencio. Don't want no interruptions. I got everybody the stuff that they wanted. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Come on. There we go.
Oh, we about to go live, baby.
Yeah, actually.
About to go live.
We are live.
Oh, we are live.
Yeah,
oh,
we're
shit.
live now. What's up, son?
What's up? Let's
What
do
up,
that
peeps?
thing.
Oh, my homie Dieago, also known as Latino Curly. No.
The only thing curly is the pubes.
Look, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking you guys are like the Latin Three Stooges of comedy. You know, you got Panda, who's the leader, which would be Mo.
Oh, he's the leader?
Yeah.
Who lied to you?
Excuse me. Well, I'll talk to Panda about that later on.
All right.
And then you would be No. What's the one with the hair? Larry, I think.
Larry. Oh, okay.
And then Mo would be fucking Mike.
My...
He's the one with all the sound effects.
Yeah, man. He never shuts up, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? He has that squeaky little voice.
Oh, man. What's good, man? Welcome to another episode, people. Hi. Another episode of the UNG Odyssey podcast.
Hey,
Dieago is on. But what's up, Dieago?
What's up? Oh, you said throw it up?
Throw it up, man.
Oh, throw it up. Oh, I don't know, man. I never did the gangs, bro. I was always too scared as a kid. I used to get bullied. We're already diving deep.
Yeah. You've been on the episodes before, but we did some Fight Fans episodes, right?
Yeah.
Was it 1 or 2?
I don't know. It was I don't know, but we didn't really get too much into talking. We were like all zoned out into the fight.
Yeah, we were watching the fight, but now we got a one-on-one. It's been fucking
Saludcita.
Salud, man. Ooh, something about the video.
Yay, medicine.
The CBD. Dude, you guys have been killing it with
Thanks,
shows.
bro. A little bit, man.
Shows.
Very lucky, man. Very blessed.
I know you guys all put your energy, or like you all put your as much effort, but like who like starts these shows like?
What do you mean? I mean, it's a collective effort, man. Like, it's the thing, you know, a lot of people have been asking us that, and it's like, anywhere we go, especially, because, like, you know, especially me and Mike, anywhere we go, you know, because Panda doesn't really party like me and Mike. He's more chill. But anywhere we go, man, we're just, I learned this from Mike, networking hat. Anywhere we go, bro, it's like, anywhere. Mike just started talking to some random people at a bar, got us an underground show. Mike started talking to people freaking at the store one time, and then they found out, you know, they own a bar, and it's like, you know, it's just like networking, bro. We just it's like, we call it footwork, you know, like we noticed that, you know, in this community, a lot of people wait for the booking to come to them, and it's like, you can't do that, man. Like, I don't see how that's gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go out and get it, and then if they tell you no, they tell you no. What else is gonna happen? I mean,
yeah, you kind of use I use that same mentality when it comes to getting people on the podcast.
There you go.
No,
I see you, man. You've been doing it too with the podcast. You had some interesting people on.
Around, yeah. I've had some, I've had some cool veterans on here, man.
Shit, I think all three of us could fit right here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Panda needs a whole couch to himself.
Nah, we could fit all three of you guys there. I'll just put the camera like a little further back. No problem, man.
Probably over there.
For
Panda, for his big ass head to fit. Hi, Panda.
Hey, he's been killing it in the gym, though.
Panda, yeah, I know.
You know,
So, I mean,
staying healthy.
Maybe he just shows up in the vicinity to check in and then drives away. But who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge Panda. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I'll judge him all the time.
Oh,
Panda's
man.
in the Hall of Fame with CC's Pizza.
Yeah. Goddamn, leave the guy alone. Come on, you know, for him it'd be like tacos at the corner store.
He owns a taco
The
stand.
food truck taco lady's all like, yeah.
Panda's the chairman of taco stands.
He's kind of wrong.
I know.
But he knows we love him, so it's all good. It's
kind
all
of.
good. What do you mean, kinda? Don't put me into that.
All right, man. Hey,
you put me into that bubble like that.
It's there. It's there. He knows.
You like the Halloween theme?
It's pretty tight, bro. I like it. I like
Alana
your setup. Who?
Alana, my producer.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Producer
Cool.
assistant.
That's what's up.
She's good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You did a Red Room show, right? That went really well. You guys sold out the Red Room, man.
Yeah, bro. We had to turn away family, man. Like.
Yeah, I went to go watch, and they're like, oh, they don't have room, so I was just like, I'll just sit out here and hang out.
Yeah, they didn't even let my comics in the room that we had booked in.
No, everybody had to stay outside.
It was fire code, and then they wanted to kick out my cameraman. I was like, so why am I paying him? You know, like, it was crazy, man. But I mean, I told everybody be there at this time because they gave us 100 tickets. It's an 80-person room, you know, and I mean, you know, every time you sell a ticket, you know, you sell like 5 tickets, 2 or 3 of those, most likely they're not gonna go through. Some people always cancel, babysitting, whatever it may be. Yeah. So we oversold it on purpose, but you know, we didn't think it was gonna be like that. So we had about 30, 40 people that didn't make, because we had some comps too, you know what I mean? And it was just, I had to turn away my aunt, my cousins, Panda. I had to turn away a lot of people, man. Mike, like 10 people. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Yeah, so we needed that main room. So
how do you guys know that many people?
I mean, I dug deep, man. I dug deep to all them people that were like, oh, I'll go. Like, hey, man, remember you told me you were going to go? You didn't go? Well, come on, you want to go to this one?
It's a real show. It's not like a
it was our show. Yeah. So, like, well, I mean, we showcased who we wanted to put on that day, but I mean, or who we thought that, had been putting in work, but mainly it was our show, man. But now this next one on the 25th, we're doing the damn thing, man. We're gonna, at the end of the show, we're gonna all get on stage and just roast each other, fuck with the crowd.
Oh yeah, when's
improv. Red Room again, 25th.
25th of
October. Yeah, in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's gonna be overflowed as well too. Shit. That's how we do it.
I'll come say hi too. I'm pretty sure.
Get there early, bro.
I don't think I have any plans to do anything, so I'll come say hi.
Yeah, get there early, bro. And then yeah, so Flo, he's doing that one too, but Flo has a second show in DeSoto, so he'll take off, and then it's all us, and then we got an after party there too. With you, have you met Monkey?
Yes.
Yeah, so he runs the Spanish team. Yeah, so he's having a Halloween party that same day at the restaurant where he runs the Spanish shows every Thursday, and we kind of made his party our official after party. Every Thursday. Alamir, yeah. I'm actually performing there this Thursday.
Wait, where's that one at? It's here in Arlington.
Arlington, yeah. Man, Six Flags right there, literally right across the freeway from Six Flags. Yeah. Yeah. It's it, man, dude.
Is it by the what was there? Some restaurant was right
like
there.
if you're coming from the east, you're just driving through all these warehouses like, man, is there really a restaurant around here? But then, if you're coming from the west, from Six Flags Park, it's right there. But it's tight, man, because it's Latin nights on Thursdays. So after the show, it's like, it just turns to a big ass party, bro. And it's, man, every time I've gone, Panda, he's gone every week, and we kind of did that out of respect for Monkey for putting us on and being in our back. Like, one vatos Chistosos has to be there every week to show support, and Panda has stepped up. So I've missed a couple weeks, but I've been there. Most of them, Panda's been there all the time. Mike don't speak Spanish, so.
He doesn't.
So, it's like, we understand, bro. But you should go there to get some lessons, motherfucker. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about showing up and doing a couple of those mics and just practicing my Spanish with English. I mean,
it's a show, man. Like, they bill it as a mic, and they do want to book you to have their whole promotion set up. But so you're fluent in Spanish?
More or less.
It's
but
good.
I don't know about jokes. Like, it'd be hard for me to. I'd have to be describing, but I guess I could kind of.
A lot of comics like me and you that are like Chicano, not really born in a Latin country. A lot of them use Spanglish, and it's okay because most of the crowd will understand. There'll probably be like 1 or 2 that are like strictly Spanish, but you could still throw some English words here and there.
I think if I mix it up with the Spanish jokes and then say certain parts in English, I think I could they'd still understand what I'm saying and get the gist of what I'm joking around about. Yeah. Because I think I could do it.
Yeah, I think so too. Man. I mean, the way you said "way" right now, I was like, huh. Good pronunciation.
Yeah. I mean, some words still sound like it's not my language, but
me too, dude.
Because like, I moved to Iowa. When I moved to Iowa, I was like 6.
That is the whitest state.
Nothing but white people there. I mean, white and black people there. Throughout school, I was always like 1 in maybe 5 Hispanic kids in the whole school of, junior high, probably a couple hundred. High school was like 400. And then my mom left when I was 15.
Damn.
So, and she was the only one I spoke Spanish to.
Oh,
so from
shit.
15 to 20, I didn't speak Spanish that much at all either.
Yeah, them reps were dumb.
And then when I moved back down here, I started working at warehouses and started working with Mexican people or Latinos, and I started learning all over again. Because I had to, otherwise they just keep making fun of me.
Yeah. Coconut?
No, they just make fun of me in Spanish and whatnot.
No.
And I'd have to learn to be able to defend myself. Like, hey, what they saying? Oh, man, they're dissing you, man. Oh, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So,
trust me, you and Mike have a lot in common.
mm-hmm.
Well, used to.
Yeah, and stuff like that. But, what has been one of the coolest shows you've done so far?
Coolest shows.
Like the one where you're just like, that was fun.
It was actually this past weekend, man.
Yeah, which one did you do?
I had my best set Friday night at Silver City.
Mm-hmm.
I was told it was a strip club show, and
I was about to say, isn't that a strip club?
Yeah, Silver City Strip Club.
Who did that one?
Zachary Sprung. Shout out Zachary Sprung, Comedy Productions. He man.
Oh, Zach Sprung.
Sprung.
He's got the colored hair.
Yeah.
Was this his first time doing something like that, or was it an event, or was it a mic?
No. It was a show. It was a show. It was a legit show. Yeah, he paid us. Yeah. So it was a legit show, bro. He had Flo headline. I put him on with Flo, but it was a legit show, man. And Zach, he's like, bro, he's a legit booker, bro. He's a legit producer, man. He's got all his shit DBA'd and
Yeah, he's hustling for that, right?
Yeah, bro. He came into the scene strong, man. He jumped in this bitch with a cannonball, So it was a good show.
He's got that mic on Wednesday, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't hit that up yet. Yeah, that's
haven't
tomorrow.
hit it up
Yeah, because it's an early one, man. I can't to get there that early. No, you good. To get there that early for me, it's a little difficult.
He told me about it a couple weeks ago, and then I didn't make it that week, and then I got sick last week. I missed all nights last week because I didn't want to get up there and handle the mic coughing and even when I started feeling down.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna go up there and give it your all, you go with your gut, man. That's what I tell everybody. Shit, that's what I do.
I mean, even if I did feel good enough, I still think just handling the mic, everybody's gonna talk. Some people put it on their mouth, and I just don't.
Everybody does. A lot of people do.
It's so weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I always gotta. Yeah, I gotta hold it away.
Weird, man. I heard.
Have you ever unscrewed one of them? And
No.
just look under.
I heard. I listened to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts, and all those guys, Ari Shaffir, Bert, and el otro way, el Latino, como se dice. Oh shit, what's his name? The other one.
Who?
I can't.
Comedian?
Yeah,
Felipe Esparza?
No. The other homeboy that they're always with. He's
a Latino?
Yeah, he's actually Spain and something else.
With Joe Rogan?
Mm-hmm. He hangs out with Rogan all the time. Tom Segura.
No, I thought his parents were from Ecuador, not Spain.
No, one of them's from
Honduran
Spain
or some shit, or Chile. Yeah, because I remember the first time I heard Tom Segura speak Spanish, I was like, oh,
but that's
shit.
still Latino, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
mean, Spaniard, that's like, you're really, really, like, that's the motherland.
But he was talking on his podcast about some guy who was holding the mic to his mouth, and they're like, I don't know how he does that. Like, and then like one time he when the guy was doing that, the next day he had a cold sore.
Oh shit! Hey, bro, that don't come from the mic, bro. What did you do?
But like,
what did you really do?
But yeah. So I don't. Ever since I heard that, I want to keep that mic as far away from my mouth as possible.
I've unscrewed one of them bad boys, man. It's like, god damn, that little gunk that builds up there. Fuck that.
I don't. I haven't seen that. I don't know if I want to see it.
No, I don't. Especially the way Mike be holding it. Recently, I've seen how he starts holding the mic now, and he's holding it like this, like if he's chugging a beer.
Yeah.
Like that, and it's cool because that's his thing, right? I dig it or whatever, but I'm just like,
He owned it like fucking Lil Wayne.
You're letting it. Yeah, a little bit, but he puts a little twang on it. You know what I'm saying? Mike likes to do his shit, but it's just like, I just think like, bro, you're letting all that shit.
Every time you breathe
gravity
in,
is.
That's so gross.
I know, bro.
He's gonna.
No wonder you always got.
Have all this shit right here.
Like, bro, come on, Mike.
What is that,
dandruff? Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've never thought about that.
Yeah. Maybe that's why his hair changes every week.
It might be like a different infection.
He sneezes and just goes purple.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was like a different infection he's got.
That fool created a new STD. Chlamydia.
Syphilonarius.
Oh shit! God damn! It burns out of his ass and his pee hole in the peas. God damn.
Oh, Mike's cool, man. He's hilarious.
Yeah, I love Mike and Panda. Fuck both of them. Anyways,
but yeah, everything's going really good for you in comedy, right?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, we caught a little wave, man. You know, we're it's, you know, I think the hard work is paying off. You know, them late ass nights and fucking networking and staying late to help clean and fucking, you know, just being cool. Everybody, man. Like the first thing I noticed when I started, man, was like, and it reminded me a lot of high school, like the cliques and shit.
Yeah, it's very cliquey.
You got the pros, you got the newies, you got the ones that aren't pro, but they've been around, and it's like, they call it, and it's like, I was like, man, I'm gonna be cool with all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all don't say hi to me, I'm gonna say hi to you. Shit, you know, like, you're gonna recognize me regardless if you like me or not. You're gonna know me. You know, cause like, it's just like, and then Panda, his whole philosophy is like all love, always.
Yeah.
That's cool, you know, I dig that. And I know Panda's like all about that, but, you know, at the same time, I think, I agree with it, bro, but at the same time, it's like, you know, not everybody else does. So you can believe that all you want, but at the same time, you're not going to get it back.
Oh, no,
but you just got to be the bigger person, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, I don't know, man, like, you know, with good shit comes haters, you know what I mean? And it's just, you just got to keep your head up, man. You can't let that shit phase you, you know? Like, just keep smiling at them, you know what I mean? Shit.
That's one thing I've run into, too, as well. Like, when, like, I'm like, again, tired. I get to that point where, like, I'm kind of, like, tired of saying hi to people, you know, and then
you gotta do the rounds,
and they're not really responding back, so it's just like, you know,
fuck it, man.
Like, I'm just gonna say what's up, but I'm not gonna go out to my way to
if they don't say anything, I'm just hey, what's up, all right,
yeah, there's a few people who are starting to get like that, and I'm just like, whatever, man.
That's it. I'm sorry you're like that.
Yeah, it's like, I'll go say hi to somebody
bitch.
else.
Be happy.
Go say hi to somebody else.
Listen to Lil Duval smile, bitch.
I'm doing comedy because I like it, not because I want to be there and frustrated with everybody else and not happy to be there. But I don't understand that. If you're going to... I got into this to fucking enjoy it because it's really fun.
So what really started? Like, what got you, like, to fucking start writing shit and actually performing it? Like, you made up your mind, I'm going to go to this mic. Like, what?
Yeah, pretty much. I said I needed a change in my life, man. I needed to do something more to make myself feel like I'm more productive in life. So I was like, what can I do? And I had already been listening to Rogan for the longest, and I pretty much just said, let's try a comedy. And then I went to a mic, Arlington Improv, went to see what it was like. I saw a lot of people doing bad. So I was like, if I do bad, I'll be just like them. It's not that. Oh, like, it's okay. Oh, yeah. Like, we'll all be cool. I'll be bad with together. You guys. So I just started doing it.
Yeah. So Arlington Improv was your first one?
Yeah.
That's
dope. And then Arlington Improv and then Hyenas.
Nice, yeah. So
in that 1 week, I went to Arlington Improv and Hyenas.
Oh, so you did Tuesday and then Wednesday? Man, it sucks they closed that Arlington
And then
Improv.
Thursday, yeah. Well, they say it's on hiatus.
Where the fuck that means?
Yeah, it just means they're opening when they want to.
Whatever.
Which is weird, because, like, how do you have a place to do comedy, but, yeah, you don't have a mic for it?
I wish. Great question. You know, I wish we knew. Because, I mean, the Arlington Improv is the closest mic to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
and nobody, like... and they got a lot of business out of it. We were there. We were paying full price for everything. They didn't give us a discount for
the
anything.
pizza, too, you know, all that
People were
shit.
eating the shit out of the food. And The only thing we did was play the arcade, but they're already on anyway.
Might as well. You're fucking waiting for a spot where you're gonna just sit there and listen to the same set you heard 10 times last week.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sooner or later they'll open back up. Addison Improv, do they have a mic there too or no?
I don't know about that one. No, I don't think they ever did. Or if they did, they moved it to Arlington and then they just closed it all down.
I
don't know, man. I've only been in this a year and a half, so I'm not too sure. And I only did the Arlington Improv, Arlington Improv mic once.
Yeah, just once.
Yeah, because Tuesdays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays were like no go for me. Every other day I could. Yeah.
What do you do for your daytime job anyway?
I work at Capital One, in the office.
Capital One.
Been there for like 10 and a half years.
No shit.
Yeah. Since
you
like
for those fucking thieving banks, huh?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I am. I'm part of the problem.
Nah, man. Nah. What do you do there? Are you the guy who like runs loans and whatnot?
No, I'm back office type shit for like military.
Okay.
Yeah, like I used to, like years ago, I used to be, talking to customers and shit, but now I just handle shit. I'm on Excel all day.
Oh, okay. No wonder.
Or Google Sheets now.
Is that why you got into comedy? You're like, I'm gonna kill myself.
I got into comedy because I was tired of being sad.
Yeah?
Yeah, some shit had gone down with the marriage, and I was like, fuck this. Looked up mics. Oh, Hyenas Dallas. It was a Wednesday, and I went.
How do you go from shitty marriage to mics?
Woo! Where to begin? I mean, I don't know, bro. It's like, shit just wasn't going down, and
who got you going as far as like in comedy, like who you first, or who you were like looking up to in comedy that made you say I think I could probably follow it up, or was there anybody at all?
You mean like a professional?
Like, professional comics.
I was a fan of the big ones, like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, the old Bill Hicks, George Carlin. I was always a huge fan of George Carlin's, 7 words. They're just words. There's over 330,000 words in the English dictionary. You're gonna get mad over cunt, shit, cock, that shit always I was like, man, that's for real. Like, why? It's just a word. Why you get so offended? And I never really thought about performing it. I just liked watching it. I liked seeing how they turned an idea into something funny. And then this shit happened with my marriage, and I was like, I just looked it up. I was like, man, I'm tired of fucking being depressed, and I didn't want to take no damn pills and shit like that. Exercising and all that. So I just hit up a mic.
That's cool.
Yeah, and haven't looked back. Yeah, I haven't looked back because I did stop for like 2 months. No, I didn't stop. I did like 2 or 3 mics in those 2 months. And that was like the end of the summer of last year, 2018. And then this summer, and then I started hitting again to the end of the year. And then this summer, I did my first showcase for Butch on June 22nd in the Red Room.
Yeah.
First time doing 5-minute set. First time ever piecing together all these bits the way I did. And it was the first time that I ever had a reaction like that, where like the whole room was laughing. And Butch was all like, who saw you? One of the main bookers in DFW, and they were like, who the fuck is this guy? And I was like, what? And I couldn't sleep that night, and I made up my mind that night. I was like, I don't give a fuck how big I get, I'm never stopping this shit. I'm always gonna have some shit to say. I mean, I talk a lot anyways, so I'm always gonna talk shit. I always talk.
Say it on the stage.
Maybe get some money for it. You never know. So it just I never look back, bro. And I don't think I am.
Yeah, I think the first time I did a showcase with Butch also that is in the Blue Room at Hines Fort Worth.
Nice.
It was sold out, man. 280 people.
Fuck.
And
that's a big ass fucking crowd.
Yeah, with that my first showcase, and that right there was like, wow, this is not like an open mic.
Hell no, fuck open mics.
That is what it's all about, man.
Open mics, bro. Yeah, my bad, I didn't cut you off.
No, okay. When I talk to newer comics now, and they're like, struggling to the open mics, or they're just doing it, I'm like, dude, you just do a showcase. It opens up your mind to like, that's the side of comedy that we want to get, that we look for, why we do all these open mics. That right there is what keeps us wanting to do it, man, because that was amazing. And every time I do a showcase, it's been amazing.
Yeah, because it's like, you're an open micer, right? And you ain't never been in front of a real crowd. maybe you got put on a little, you know, bar show or whatever. When you get that first showcase and it's like a real crowd, that feeling, man, it's like it's something else. Cause like an open mic, you're up there and you're like punchline, and it's just like 3 comics in the back. You know, and it's like you don't really know, cause like I mean, if you can make a comic laugh, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Cause they're, you know, we're pretty hard to like really get us right, and everybody, there's different flavors, all that bullshit. But like when you're in front of a crowd, you know, like Butch always said, man, these people, they got ready, they spent their money to come see you do good. They don't want to see you bomb. They want you to make them laugh. So fucking make them laugh.
Yeah.
You got that advantage. They want you to do good. At a mic, it's just another motherfucker waiting for his turn.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you're like, you know, you've been writing all week and you've been looking for that 3 minutes, and it's like and it could be discouraging. But man, that showcase, that's where you really get your fucking your pickle away. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nothing like that, man.
It ain't,
adrenaline you get off when you come off.
Yeah, and I know it's a little bringer show and all that, but still, I mean, it's like you're, as an open micer, you're in the rookie draft, the showcase, you're in single A. You know what I'm saying? You just made the farm club. You gotta fucking, you know what I mean? You gotta fucking pick it up.
Yeah. Fucking, it's badass, really.
Yeah, man, and then like.
That's why I try to do as many showcases as possible.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do one more, man, for Butch on the 8th in Dallas. Yeah, vatos, Chistosos is gonna be on that one.
I know.
That's a Dallas showcase, and I could get some people there.
I know I'm on the next 3 showcases that he's doing, the Fort Worth, Dallas, and Plano one. I'm doing all 3, and I'll throw in December.
Oh, okay.
December.
Shit, so we'll be on the same one on the 8th.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Okay, yeah, Sunday night.
December 8th, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be on
yeah.
I got some tickets to push and see who I can.
I got some people in my back pocket that be saying, I'm gonna go, Dieago. I'm gonna go, okay. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna go to your house, shit. Ask you face to face. Hey, you remember when
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
What else did you? You had your notebook for jokes, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot you could.
You constantly writing?
Not constantly.
So I'm trying something new, right? And I'm gonna see how it goes. I have a recorder and I have a lot of premises on there, like thoughts of what I can work with. I have 38 recordings on there, and what I'm gonna try is, because right now, you know, I have my notebook full of all my jokes and everything I've done. And some of it works better than others, but you know. But I was wondering, like, because I think of all this stuff, and then later on, I just don't really do nothing with it sometimes. Sometimes.
Too much porn?
No, I think it's not enough, if anything.
There's never enough porn.
Speaking of, I need to write a bit about doing porn at work.
Yeah. Interesting. Man, that's a lot of different avenues right there.
Yeah.
A lot of different turns and shit you can make with that.
Dude,
HR.
One time I whacked off 3 times at work. 3 times. I was just like, what am I doing? Bro. I'm bored. That's what I'm doing.
What do you do? God damn. I work in a preschool. What the fuck, Rudy? No,
math teacher. No, dude, no. I work at a petting zoo, so I get carried away sometimes.
Are you fucking with me? You really work in a petting zoo? That's hilarious.
No. I'm just I'm a forklift operator at a warehouse. I load trucks and just kind of whatever. Cause I'm kind of like in the.
Fuck did you find time, dude?
I'm kind of like in the middle of the shift. Cause first shift comes in at 6, and I don't come in till 8. And then second shift comes in at 1 or 2, and then I leave at 4:30. So I'm crossed between both supervisors. Which the second shift supervisor, he just lets me do what I gotta do because he has enough of his people. He has enough loaders. He only come get me if he needs something like a customer pickup or something like that. He'll come find me because everybody's busy. But for the most part, like, they know I'm a good employee to where they can leave me alone and I'm doing something productive. I'm not just driving around, whatever. So I'm always picking up crates or stuff, pallets on the floor that people just left behind, trash, putting stuff away, or finding space for all the stuff on the floor because we get packed as fuck. So, yeah, but between like between like 12:30 and 1 to like 2:33, my bosses don't really worry about me. So I'm just kind of
you just go to the restroom.
I just do whatever I gotta do. Yeah, a couple times.
That's crazy, bro. 3 times in one day.
That was
three times in one shift, because you still had morning before the job, afternoon after the job.
I've always been risky at masturbating.
What?
Because one time I masturbated in high school, in classroom. I think it was what class was it? It wasn't math. I don't know. I was just in class, and I just remember being like, God damn, I'm horny. And I was like, I wonder if I could beat off and anybody would notice.
Damn, that's risky, bro. You're like that dude that started that Coney movement. You remember that shit? He got caught whacking off in his car?
Woo!
The guy that, like, made this big old Coney thing. You remember that shit? It was like in 2012, Coney, the big African kidnapper, steals all these African kids and, you know, raids villages and shit. And then, like, he put out this big old worldwide campaign. It got viral as fuck.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, Coney 2012 or some shit like that. And then it turned, like, it was a big old thing. Man, I'll tell you, if you Google it, and then they caught him whacking off in his car. He was all butt-ass naked, high on crack or some shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's just... That's what you reminded me of right now. Hey, over here, dude. We got horny at work. Man, it must have been that week for your.
I think it's just
girl.
boredom.
That 1 week out of the month for your girl.
I think so.
She's
yeah.
out of commission.
Mm-hmm. She's out of commission right now because of her arm.
Oh.
We can't do anything. I tried the other day. I started moving too much. She's like, oh no.
I'm going to the shower.
She's like, you can still beat off and come on me. I was like, yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not slimy.
Not only that, but half the time, like, I look at you and you're looking at me. We're making too much eye contact.
And I'm the only one whose heartbeat is up.
It's not the cool kind of eye contact, you know? Oh, man.
You know what's funny about eye contact? Let me just start off by saying this.
It's going to be dirty.
Yeah, it is very dirty. It's going to be funny and dirty. But, you know, I'm single. Mm-hmm. I'm newly single. Me and my wife, we're not together anymore. Or my baby mama, we ain't together anymore.
So, are you divorced?
Not technically, but
no.
I ain't never going to get back with her. What happened was, you know...
Get back with her.
No.
I see the gleam in your eye. There's some hope.
No, that's just the beer.
I'm just messing with you.
So, like... See, I wear contacts, so when I smoke, my contact, you know, your eyes get red, they dry up, and, you know, we start doing our thing, and, you know, I'm going at it. And
wait. Who's we? You're with somebody now?
No, I'm not with somebody.
In this scenario, you're with somebody.
For that one night.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't bring up. You didn't say you were with somebody.
Oh,
you said you just started like we get into it. Whoa.
Yeah.
Your eyes dry up and we get into it.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
What's going
on?
on?
Back up. This one night stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's cute, whatever. And it's like, you know, I smoked my pen before, and then like I'm hitting it, and then like I blink, and my fucking contact just like it comes out of my eye.
Yeah.
So it's like it's right here, balancing on my chin. So I'm like, I don't want to lose that. I have to drive home, and I didn't bring my glasses. So like, I'm like this. I feel that it's on my cheek, right? And I'm like going like this, but then I'm like trying to balance it, right? So, like, it's, like, literally right there, and I feel it going down, so I'm like this, and then I remember she goes, what's going on? And I look like this, and we make eye contact out of my peripherals, and it was the most awkward eye contact in sex ever, bro, because, like, you're trying to balance, you're trying to keep going, and it's like, and she's like, what the fuck? So I threw her legs over my shoulders to try to, like, get that calf to block.
Yeah? Why did you just say, hey, can you give me
I don't know, bro. I was fucked up. I don't know. I know. You're right. I should have.
Hey, just give me a second. My contact's wrong. It's not like she's going to... It's not like she's going to be like, nope, that's the only chance. Nothing.
Okay, let's rewind. Okay. You got to put yourself in this mentality, though. It's the first pussy you get in 11 years. Different pussy you get in 11 years, right? You don't want to fucking, like... Right? You don't want to start it off on a bad note. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like, hey, time,
Well, okay, look. Okay, there are certain times where you should stop having sex. You're having a heart attack. Your kid
write this
walks
down.
in the room.
Kid walks. Oh, you're supposed to stop.
I need to stop moving.
Put the cover.
What other
Get
time?
out.
But losing a contact.
Dude, they're expensive. They're
not,
dailies.
I know, but
they're
that's not
dailies,
very,
man. I had just put it on a couple hours ago.
That's a good reason for you to stop. She'd understand.
Hey, man, but I made it work. Because
Imagine
the calf worked, and I went,
But imagine if that contact would have fallen right in her asshole. Wait, were you doing the doggy style?
No, it was
just regular.
It was that
Missionary.
fucking the power driver missionary one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you, bro. We laughed for like 30 minutes because like it was crazy, man. It was hilarious. I guess you have to be there.
No, it's a funny story. It's just like, come on, dude.
I've brought it on stage.
You're not 16. That sounds like something a 16-year-old would
really?
do.
I don't know. I brought it on stage one time, and I'm like, moral of the story, guys, carry this. Clear eyes for contact. Lubricates your eyes.
Oh man.
It hit a couple times. Comes out.
Yeah. What other things could you say about that? Because that's pretty funny, man.
Yeah, I mean, she had a cat. Weird ass cat. Had a bow tie.
You should have said that like it fell on her stomach. And with the lens, lens side up, and you just shove your face in there, just like real quick, come back up. Nothing's wrong.
Could use her pussy juice as contact lens lubricator.
Dude, guys do the dumbest things for sex, man.
That was the first one. That was the first one. So there's been a couple others.
Yeah. I remember one time I had sex with a girl out in the woods. But we did it on top of a tree. And
what? Hold on. So you're all like, "Hey, baby, you want to climb up there?"
No, not in a tree. On top of it, it was a falling tree.
Oh. That's a weird ass line. Hey, you want to get a workout real quick? I'll give you a boost.
Let's climb up there. We're banging this guy.
That limb looks perfect.
Yeah, and her back was all fucked up, like scratched up.
You made her lay down?
From the bark of the tree? Well, she didn't tell me that her back was getting scratched up. She had a sweater on or something like that.
Oh, she was in the
Maybe
moment.
not. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
14 or 15.
14. Okay, I was 15.
One of the two.
I was 15.
Yeah.
And I didn't know she was also a virgin, and like, we didn't. We just went straight to it. You gotta.
Yeah.
Right.
My first time on stage, I did a bit about me losing my virginity, because it's pretty gross.
Bro, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You think you know, but shit.
I lost my virginity to this black girl. And she had huge ass titties. She wasn't that pretty though.
Pepperoni slice or Skittle? Nipple.
A little smaller than pepperoni slices. Okay. For how big her tits were, her nipples weren't insanely big.
Okay, so kind of like Lunchables lunch meat.
Yeah. Like that. Well, a little bit more like the cheese. It was a little squared. I don't know why.
Hey, bro. Must have been dark or some shit.
No, okay. So here's what happened. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you because it's pretty weird. It's funny how I turned it into my first bit when I got on stage. But I was, we were messing around. Yeah. And I started to have sex with her. And I didn't know that, when you pop the cherry, it bleeds.
Oh, yeah.
So, I was fucking her. And then I was like, I had the idea, I don't know when I was going to have sex again. So I went down on her. When I went down on her, I was coming back up. She was like, no, keep going. So I was like, okay. I kept going. And then when I got up, I kissed her. And she kind of like paused for a second. And then she and she was like, I have to go home now. I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
you came up looking like the Mexican Blade.
But wait. I didn't know what was going on. So I went inside, and my sister was awake still in the kitchen. And she was all like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, hey there. I was like, oh, not much. Just gonna get ready for bed. She looked at me, and she was like, I'm going to bed. And she just walked away. And I was like, what the hell was that all about? So, I go upstairs to my room, and I go to the bathroom, and I turn on the lights, and I'm like, what the fuck? I had blood all on the side of my face.
You didn't get no raunchy smell?
I didn't know. I didn't know what.
Please tell me you didn't have that beard.
No, I wasn't growing a facial hair yet.
Good. Bro, I've been shaving since I was like 12.
God damn, man.
At least right here.
No, I didn't start shaving till 16 or 17.
Oh, okay.
I had a goofy mustache, that dirt mustache.
Yeah.
But but I did that, and the audience said the same thing. Some lady in the audience was like, "Did you not taste it or smell?" But I was 14. I didn't know what pussy was supposed to smell or taste like.
Yeah.
So I just like whatever, man. I was just happy. I was also pretty high. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I had a couple of beers, but
damn, at 14.
Yeah, I was partying at that time because my mom had told me that we were going to be moving to Texas, back to Texas. So I was like, well, fuck that. If I'm moving, I'm going to hang out with my friends as much as I can. Yeah. And it was right before...
It's from Iowa?
Yeah. It was right during my, freshman year. So I started partying, staying out late till 12 or 1. And she would ask me, why do you smell like smoke? And I'd be like, oh, my friend's brother that drops me off smokes cigarettes in the car. And it's pot.
Shit, you know what I used to do to hide the weed smoke? I used to smoke in my room. And I used to I had a big old window, so I'd put the fan behind me, and then I'd smoke out the window, and, hopefully it would come out. But it would still smell. So what I would do, I'd just pop 3 bags of popcorn, because the microwave was right there. And I would just
in your room?
No, because, my room was in the back. Next to the kitchen, so you'd walk out the microwave
I
right
see
there.
What you mean.
So the popcorn smell would just overtake the house, and then my mom would be like, the next morning she'd be like, wow, you really love popcorn. I'm like, yeah.
So not only did you get rid of the smell, plus you got the munchies.
Yeah, 3 bags of popcorn.
Did you eat them all?
Yeah, bro.
Valentina on the popcorn.
Valentina, some hot chips.
I've done that.
Oh man, I think we invented that shit.
Since I put Valentina on my popcorn, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, you should get hot chips or hot Fritos and just drown the bag to where the chips aren't even crunchy. You have to slurp, dude. It's the best, dude. It's the fun. You squirt some lime up in that bitch.
Yeah, I haven't done stuff like that in a while.
Yeah, man.
Why did I stop doing that? Oh yeah, because I can't eat chips no more.
Heartburn. Why?
Nah, I'm on a fucking diet.
What diet?
Just no carbs, really. Very, very light. Very light carbs when I sneak them when the girlfriend's not around.
I'm a diabetic, so I do that.
Are you a diabetic? Shut up.
Type 2.
Type 2, so you just gotta watch out for your blood sugar to drop and.
Well, no, it gets high too. I mean,
Make sure it doesn't get too high.
I had a light lunch, a light dinner. Just I knew I was gonna have some beers, and I'm always checking it, always picking my finger and shit. I'm on
Have you ever accidentally drank too much to where your blood sugar drops?
Well, alcohol raises it.
Does it?
Alcohol, the carbs turn into sugar.
Does it always raise it though, or does it sometimes drop?
I've never had it drop after drinking.
Because my cousin, he's diabetic, but sometimes when we would get drunk, he would act like his blood sugar drops. He'd get all lethargic and be like, he'd start hallucinating. He'd start seeing things that aren't there.
Yeah, when you get them low sugar episodes, the person, because my dad has gone through those. I haven't had one like that, but when you get the low sugar episodes, it is similar to somebody tripping balls on a hard ass dose of acid or something. They're just my dad would just talk gibberish,
Yeah, that's how he would act sometimes, and we didn't realize what it was until later on when he finally started going to the doctor and your blood sugar was low. And then I started working at the hospital and I started seeing it with my patients. I was like,
yeah, I found out a little bit after the Mavs won in 2011, and it turned out I had probably been diabetic for 2 or 3 years before that. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was almost 300 pounds at that time, bro.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. Shit, it was bad, man. It was Pluckers right here, you know, at least 3 times a week. At least, man. I had a membership. I'd always bring a crowd, so like the points would just accumulate. I was eating free, you know, drinking for free because I always had like 200 points, you know, and it was bad, bro. Jack in the Box, you know, all the time. My go-to was 2 breakfast jacks, 2 tacos, and bacon potato wedges after every blunt. You know, it was just like strawberry Fanta, yeah, man. And then what what we would do, so we would go to Jack, we'd get tacos, right? We'd go to McDonald's.
This is after a night of drinking?
A night of drinking and smoking. So we'd go get Jack tacos, McDonald's dollar burgers, Wendy's nuggets.
Wait.
So we would do a little circuit.
You would do all 3 at one time? Why?
We would do, I don't know, man.
Whose brilliant idea was that?
I don't know, bro.
I hate doing that.
It's so stupid,
My
right?
girlfriend would be like, hey, can we go here for this and can we go there? No, we're going to one place and then
That's
we're
how
going
I am
home.
now. That's how I am now. No, it's stupid.
We're not going to 3 different places.
Dude.
If we go to Jack, we're getting everything from Jack. And if that's not what you want, then we're not going anywhere. We're going home.
Oh, man, I got some stories, bro.
What the hell? My power going out?
No, I think it's just the switch.
Did it sound recording?
No. The fan.
Go talk about it.
Huh?
Go talk about it. It scares me.
What do you mean we'll talk about it?
Yeah, at least it's still filming.
That's weird. No, I think the fan, the light burned out. Huh. Oh well. What?
Put that on the
Chunky
camera,
Dieago. Hold on, where's my camera? Do you guys see that? Oh, it's too right. Look at that.
And look, add Pluckers.
Look at that. You must have had jaundice too. You're all yellow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I didn't give a fuck, bro. I didn't give a fuck, bro. I would. Dude, it was bad, man. I had some bad times.
Well, my doctor's worried about me becoming diabetic.
Yeah, watch out with that shit.
So I'm gonna go do some blood work here Saturday. I was supposed to go last Saturday.
Yeah, nah, do it, bro. You need to know, man, because
yeah, I like to go to the doctor every year.
Once you're there, it sucks, man. You can't, you know, fucking everybody eating cookies and shit, you know, and fucking cake. And do you know how bad I miss tres leches? That was my shit, bro.
You don't eat it at all?
I can't. If I'm gonna eat something like that, I gotta have a lot of insulin on hand to bring me back down.
Yeah.
Because if not, you know, I might go into fucking diabetic cardiac arrest. You know, like my uncle
I've seen
died.
that happen like that.
That's when my uncle passed away. He was a drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a drinker. He stopped drinking for a year, doing good. Health was good. Fell off the wagon. Sugar went up and died by himself.
Damn, that
rest in
sucks.
peace.
And then you'll start losing toes too.
All that shit, bro. Yeah, shit. My dad might get his leg cut off because of this shit.
Damn, it's all dark now.
Oh, really?
A little bit. Oh well. I'll
Turn
see
this
what
over here.
You can turn it more towards you if you want. There you go. It's a little more light. Oh, we had a little technical difficulty, you guys.
Right.
I think Lana's scared because she thinks there's ghosts.
You know, I'm down to like go to a legit, like a house that they really think is haunted. I will stay there that night.
Yeah, me too. I want to do a podcast of stuff
I would
like
do
that.
it, man. Like everybody, you know them shows. I think they're all full of shit where they got those things and like all that shit. Like,
Yes,
man,
I know.
What is it, Sci-Fi Channel? Or
Yeah,
whatever,
all the sci-fi
man.
and I forget what the channel had, Ghost Hunters and all
I
that.
don't care
Those
how
are
many
all
people got murdered
bullshit.
there. I will sleep like a baby. I don't need a couple beers, a blunt, and we're good.
Yeah,
because
get
fuck
super
that. I don't
high.
believe.
When I was in high school, we used to go to the cemetery. It was like one of the. They said it was one of the more haunted cemeteries in the U.S., but we never saw anything. But we just go and be like 6, 7 of us, and we get high and have a couple of drinks around. We always used to go to this grave called. They had a certain area where they buried like orphans that died, and one of the gravestones things was a plate, you know, that said the tomb of the what's it called? It's like here lies the limb of the unknown child, because they found a limb. They didn't specify if it was an arm or leg, but they found a limb and they decided to bury it with the orphan kids. But we used to go there and smoke around the limb of the unknown child, we're young and stupid. We're like, we're getting high for you, kid who never got to grow up and get high, dude.
We don't even know if you need a hand.
Oh man. So yeah, but like we never saw anything, but it's still cool to hang out there and smoke and whatnot. But I want to go to that haunted place in Mineral Wells.
What is that?
It's got like some famous hotel that got closed down.
Let's go. I'm down. Let's see if we could fucking get a gig out there or some shit and just make it a one whole trip. Worth the trouble, worth the gas and shit.
Yeah.
Record the whole fucking night. Hell yeah.
But that's what I want to do. I want to go to places, and that's like a little side thing. Also, I didn't know that was that club in Dallas, the Lizard Lounge.
Oh yeah. That's
apparently that one's haunted too, cause it used to be a strip bar.
Ooh, I got some stories from that place.
Yeah,
I used to do all kinds of shit there. God damn, before I had kids. I mean, we can get into that if you want, but man, Lizard Lounge, that was my shit.
Yeah, but like apparently before it was the Lizard Lounge, it was a strip club, and they said that the top part caught on fire, and that not everybody could get out. Some of the strippers got stuck up there and they died in the fire.
Damn, delicious burned to death.
Yeah, extra crispy, man. But and
Bro,
then
I know she was black. What do you mean?
And then oh man, I don't even know what to say to that one, man. So yeah,
gonna get canceled before you get put on.
Somebody, I was listening to a radio station, and that's where I learned about it. They were talking about that, and the girl was saying that she worked there, and at one time they heard like a knocking, and when they were closing up the place, and by this time it was this time, they were locking up the door, and they heard knocking, and they're like, somebody in there? So they went to go look to see if they had accidentally locked somebody in there. And one of the guys said when he was upstairs, he said the door closed on him and he couldn't get out, and he didn't know where he was at. Like he said, he like just got lost in where he was at. He couldn't figure out where he was at anymore. And then I think she said that they opened the door. He finally was able to come out, and they're like, "Did you find anything?" And he's like, "No, but I got locked up there."
Dude, I've tripped balls in that damn club so many times. I never saw anything like that. I mean, if I did, I was probably talking to myself or some shit.
Yeah, I've done a lot of that ecstasy there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
DJ Irene was the shit when she would go.
Dude, all you gotta do is look for that one dude just going like this.
Yeah.
You go to the restroom, boom, there you go.
It's not as wild as it used to be.
Oh, really?
It's a lot more.
When's the last time you went? It's been like 10 years since I've gone.
Oh shit! I went probably like before last summer.
Okay, cause yeah, my daughter's 11. Yeah, probably like 9 years since I've gone. Some shit like that.
I took an Alana before to go there, and I've seen a couple not concerts, but like a couple DJs there. Not big ones, but like
Local guys.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you remember DJ Ivy?
Yeah.
DJ was Spinning Ivy. They were like a duo.
That. Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Cause I know they sound familiar. They probably were fucking around too, like Purgatory.
Yeah, they're local. They're local
Blue.
DJs, but they're like getting really popular here in Dallas. And somehow we became friends with DJ Ivy's girlfriend, which was this blondie with short hair, big ass tits. And me and my friends ended up running a train on her while she was still dating Ivy.
Oh shit!
And we were hanging out at her house, and he didn't know. What? You better calm down before I run a train on you.
I gotta go.
What? You don't want to be the caboose?
Choo-choo.
Alright,
Aboard.
spark this one up.
Oh, fuck it, let's do this shit.
Alright, so anyway, like we talked a minute ago, you said you've been in comedy for a year and a half?
Year and a
Man,
half.
you're fucking doing good for a year and a half. I'm doing
Thanks,
shit.
bro. Hey, man, we all got our own paths, man.
I think I've always been a slow learner when it comes to like things I have to things like comedy where you have to like actually kind of study it in other words to be good at it.
Yeah.
And so
who are
like,
your favorites? Like, who do you watch a lot right now?
Who I watch a lot?
Like, who's your number? Who are your top 3 right now?
Well, for one is Bill Burr always.
Bill Burr?
Just love
Cool.
Bill Burr. Even
Cool.
even his podcast, I love the shit out of that.
Great podcast.
Who else would it be? I really, I have a lot of respect for the way Mike Birbiglia does his comedy. So he's like a top one. I love his story archive of doing it. And then, there's always Dave Chappelle and Carlin, but those are like should be on everybody's
You ever heard of
list.
Daniel Sloss? He's on Netflix.
I think I have.
He has 2 specials on Netflix that I know of. Jigsaw and what was the other one? I don't know, but he has this one bit where he talks about his sister. And I'm not gonna botch it. You just gotta, man, dude. It is masterful how it's crafted, man.
What's his name? Daniel what?
Daniel Sloss. He's a
That Sloth sounds familiar.
he's not UK. What's the Swiss? No, not Swiss. My bad. He's from
Like Netherlands?
no, not Netherlands. Where is he from? Ireland. My bad. He's Irish.
Oh.
Wait, is he? Scottish. My bad. He's Scottish.
Yeah.
He's, dude. I had a show the day he came, so I couldn't go, but he's fucking hilarious, bro. He's fucking him. I really like Anthony Jeselnik because of how savage he is. See, like the other day, somebody was asking me, they were like, "Hey man, like you want to be the best comedian ever?" And like, not really. Like, I don't want to be known as the best. I just want to be known as one of the most fucking savagest motherfuckers that ever, got the mic on stage. Like, as far as like, cause like, bro, you think about the things he talks about. It's crazy, man. Like how you piece that shit together, those dark ass premises, and like still make it funny.
Yeah.
That shit's masterful, bro. To me.
I need to check him out then.
Does this have to be off camera?
Nah, it's a CBD.
I love CBD.
Yeah, it's good stuff for
Oh yeah, legal in all 50 states.
I was smoking the CBD cigarettes at work, and they're
CBD cigarettes?
Yeah.
What?
And they're my boss tripped out. I was like, you can't smoke those here. I was like, why not? It's CBD. It's like it smells like pot. And I was like,
but I'm not high.
I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't get high.
Where's
like,
the
no.
cup?
He was telling me like, no, you gotta stop because some of the other guys, the supervisors, are gonna smell it and they're gonna want you to take a drug test. And I was like he had to sit me down and have a one-on-one talk with me. Like he
I
got.
would have been like, alright, sir. Well,
Yeah, he put on
where's
his
the cup?
supervisor hat, and I was like, you know what?
Is
fine.
he usually cool or no?
No, we're really cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're really cool. So he doesn't, he gives me shit. We joke around and whatnot. I laugh at, I make jokes about how dark he is. He's a black dude. How dark he is, and he's like one of the only black guys I know that's a cat person. So I make fun of him having his cat.
Write that shit
I
down.
make fun of him having his cat as a screensaver. So
His
bad.
cat's the only thing that's not scared of him.
Yeah, probably. I make fun of him all the time. Whenever he's always got a hat on, but when he doesn't have his hat or his glasses on, I make fun of him because I tell him he looks like the California raisin guys because he's all bumpy.
Oh. Next time it's dark, be like, hey, bro, where are you at? Smile. I told that to Dennis at one of the competitions, and like, it was a mainly white crowd, and they were like,
You didn't laugh at it?
and Dennis started making fun of me, talking about Build the Wall and Amigo, and I'm like, and y'all laugh at that? Y'all laugh at that? Come on, Amigo is just as racist as me saying you love watermelon. So shut up.
Well, I mean, all he's saying is friend.
We should get into that too, though.
What?
This whole outrage shit, bro.
The outrage thing that's going on?
Man, I'm so glad Dave Chappelle did the special that way. Talked about all that sticks and stones.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever had any outrage for your comedy?
Yeah.
I have too, man.
Another veteran comedian that runs a mic.
Mm-hmm.
She talked shit about me after my set.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said. Well, I don't give a fuck. But
Well, I mean, if it happened, it happened. I mean,
she said, I finished my set, and she goes, everything was good except that last part.
yeah.
And then I was like, huh. And then she came up to me. She's like, you gotta take that out. And like, take it out. Like, how else would I finish it? You know, because it's my closer.
Yeah.
You know, and like my thing is like, I felt like this comic was making my joke about them when it was a true story. Everything I bring on stage is true. It really did happen to me. I don't lie about shit. Well, except the fat girl bit. That's just something I did make up. That's the one thing I have made up. But everything else, it's legit. And that shit was like, to me, she was like, you're gonna lose half the crowd. And when I was thinking in my head was like, if I'm gonna, like, I'm okay with that. You know why? And it's because if you're gonna get upset at a joke at a comedy club or a mic or whatever the fuck, like, you're that dude or you're that chick that was getting ready and was like, they better not upset me. You know, scrubbing themselves in the shower, getting ready. Like, you're going to a comedy show.
Yeah.
Don't you want to, like, why are you taking shit to the heart? You know what I'm saying? And why are you making it about you? How selfish is that? You're not giving the comic any credit to what they came up with. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If somebody else laughed, just respect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's out. Don't worry about it. She told you to take that bit out.
Just the last part. Have you heard my closing? I don't want to.
No, I haven't heard it, but like,
it's a Me Too bit. It's a Me Too bit that it really did happen to me, bro. I was catfished like a motherfucker. And.
But okay.
I mean, but it's like, okay, and then here's my thing is like, if you're gonna tell me to take that out, right?
Yeah.
How are you gonna go and start making dick jokes? Is there a double standard or what the fuck? You know, like, right?
Unfortunately, there is with certain things.
But hold on, bro. But then comes. I'm sorry to cut you off. Here comes the other thing. Is like, you know, I fucked up one time bringing up a female comedian as a female comedian. And that's where I fucked up when I was hosting, because you're not supposed to do that. A comic's a comic, you know, or female. You know, don't sing. You don't say, oh, we have a male comic coming. You never say that, right? Why are you gonna say female? So I fucked up that as being a father of daughters. I fucked up and I told her I felt bad and all that. So since then, it's like I make it my like an effort to treat female and male comics the same. I'll talk shit to them the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a comic, right? I've seen you perform. You're a comic. You're at an open mic. You're on stage. You're a fucking comic, dick or no dick. You know what I mean? So it's like, there comes that. It's like, where does that line end? You know, like, I don't see a line like that. I'm gonna treat everybody the same. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can't pick and choose when you want to get upset at certain things. You know what I mean?
No, I totally know what you mean. You know what? I do that so much too, though.
What? You call them female comics?
No. I don't.
Do you get mad at jokes? You get upset at some jokes? I don't get, dude. Comedy should have no restrictions at all.
But like, I say
pedophilia,
things.
rape.
Say things that'll be controversial.
Fuck it, it's a joke.
But I get to.
Dude, check this out. Look, the other day, right? I had a show. I forgot a Saturday show.
Yeah.
My buddy was supposed to go, right? And two buddies were supposed to go. They didn't go because one of them was a ride. And then on Sunday, he hit me up and was like, "Hey man, he couldn't make it, bro. His dad passed away."
Oh shit.
And I was like, "Damn." And he's like, "He just had a heart attack out of nowhere." And I wasn't talking to my buddy whose dad. I was talking to my other buddy. I was supposed to ride with him. And I was like, "Damn, bro." I was like, I understand, man, but man, I bet his dad was dead tired of his shit.
Or what?
Yeah, you missed it.
I did.
His dad passed away, so I said, damn, his dad must have been dead tired of his shit.
Like of the son shit? That's what you mean.
I guess, man. It hit with him, and it hit with you. Well, we're live on fucking Twitch, so. Me too. That's what happens. It's good.
I don't think that's cool though. I hate that. Like,
to make fun of that.
To bring back that somebody tell. I don't like when people tell other people what they can and can't be making jokes about.
Exactly. And then when it contradicts your material, you're telling me not to talk about a sexual thing that has happened to a female, right? You feel like I'm victimizing females, but then you're gonna go on stage and start talking about dicks, guys' dick sizes.
Dude, I got a bit about. I'm working on a bit about wanting to see a girl get punched in the pussy.
Fucking
That's the
fucking.
bit I'm doing right now.
Dave Chappelle has that one. Kick the right in her pussy.
Yeah.
He gives you the punchline before the whole fucking bit. Remember that in the last special? Yeah.
It's not as good as that one. 'Cause that's a good one.
Shit, who's is?
But it's just about like wanting to be there when it happens. Because I've never. Look, I've taken more.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I've taken more virginities than I've seen a girl get hit in the pussy.
Damn, so you've had that many chicks fall in love with you. God damn, that's risky, bro. That's risky, man. Because a lot of them do, man. Shit, a lot of dudes do too. When it's a chick that has had sex a few times, and it's that dude's first time, that motherfucker falls in love just as many times as a girl, as the other way around, bro. Yeah. It's always like that.
I think mine
especially if it's a good one.
I think
you know?
mine helped because she wasn't that good looking. So I didn't fall in love with that.
No, oh, you mean so the one you lost to, she had already done it?
No, she was a virgin too.
Oh no, but I'm saying when it's the other way around.
Oh no, I know.
Because you said you've taken a lot of virginities, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying when it's the other way around, and it's the chick that's fucked, and the dude's a virgin. That dude's most I know motherfuckers that fall in love with her too, bro. Like it's
really
yes,
that
bro. Yeah,
I've
bro.
never met a guy who does that.
Yes, bro. That he's the virgin and not the chick, and then he falls in love with her. Yeah, bro. I'm saying. And I mean, say what you want, but it's.
I've never actually met somebody like. I mean, I'm pretty sure it happens, but I just never have met.
I mean, you know, it is what it is.
But like I'm saying, I've never seen a girl get hit in the pussy, like in person. There's
Are
videos
you talking about
of
like
it.
kicked?
Just whatever, kicked or punched, fucking soccer ball to the gooch. It doesn't matter, it's something like that. Cause
to the gooch, so she was like this.
Whatever.
That bitch was up there trying to catch the ball. I misjudged it.
So anyway, I'm pretty sure I get a lot of hate for that one, but it's not because I'm trying to say I want guys. I even say it. I don't want people to go out there and just punch a woman just for the fuck of it. I was like, I don't. I was like, but it's. But I talk about like it's funny when it happens to a guy, right? Everybody laughs at that.
It is. No.
It's like, well, if we're in an equal, God damn it, I can't think of the word. If we're in the equal, right? Equal super, fucking shit.
Equality.
Equality for everybody. Then why can't I laugh
Equal
when a girl
pay.
gets hit in the pussy? That's my point.
I wrote a Facebook post like that.
That's what my point is about that bit.
Yeah, that's good.
My point is that we laugh at guys. Everybody laughs at guys, but why can't I laugh at when a woman gets hit in the pussy?
What about that viral video of all those Asian dudes just getting kicked? And they're fucking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're just like this,
and
they're just like da, and they're just like huda. Bro, they're just like they're just taking fucking nut shots, bro, and they're just like da. And you're like, no, damn well they ain't gonna have no kids after that.
Do you know what they're training really? How that works? What they're really training?
I've never looked into it. Please do.
They're training. Oh wait, they're training the connector that's to your balls and to the inside of you. They're training how to make that shove your balls back into the original holes that they popped out of when
and
they
then
first
you start talking like this.
Well, they're Asian. They always talk like that.
Oh, bro. That's crazy, man. You know what video I'm talking about, right? They're wearing like geese and shit.
I have no idea.
They're like
I've
bald
seen it
Asians
before, but
Jamie, pull it up.
Come on, yo, Jamie. God damn it, little Lana.
Yeah, lame.
I know. Fucking.
How many people have said that in their podcast?
What?
Referring to JRE.
Little Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie.
I've heard it like 3 times already here.
Really?
Just in my podcast. What are you getting all sad for? You're not the first to bring it up.
Anytime we make or it's mostly me, but anytime we say a whack ass joke, we always wave it by.
But you know what that wave is, right?
Yeah, that's the fucking whatever Miss Universe.
Miss Universe, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, but you just wave it by. I mean, you could do this too. I'm doing that.
Why? Why this one? Don't do that.
Because you're waving it by, bro.
I
waving
know.
the joke by. Hey, what, man? What are you so insecure about, Rudy?
I'm like, we just wave regular.
We do. We go like this with an 18-wheeler. We're like, hey.
Don't do the Miss Universe one. Like, I just want a pageant.
Panda, he'll be like, Panda will be like, and but that's when you really hit it.
Mm-hmm.
When you really hit one. That's like, yeah. But
dude, I forgot what we were talking about.
Let's talk about roastings.
Oh man, dude, we need to talk more about more serious about our comedy stuff. No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
But yeah, like, dude, that's fucked up. Like, okay.
Yeah, man. I just like look, and you know what? And
But
I didn't
man,
take
but
it in a bad way because this comic is a veteran.
Yeah.
You know, headlines and shit. So it's like, I was like, you know what? It made me think differently of how to finish that joke, and I still haven't figured out because all the other ones are lame.
Yeah.
And I haven't changed it.
I mean, I understand.
I'm not gonna change it.
Look, I understand. There's sometimes where you shouldn't do a joke, and it's better to save that for a different situation. But telling you not to do it at all,
To
if
cut
it's
it out,
funny,
yeah,
if it's
that's right.
funny, it's fucking funny. And just the one rule I try to go by: if it's funny, then fucking anything goes. If it's funny, as long as it can be funny, anything goes.
Yeah, I say it and I walk off.
I heard this comic tell this other comic that on her jokes, she was doing them a little bit like it was a lot about her pussy, you know, doing about her pussy, and she told her not to do that many jokes about your pussy because you don't want to become that female comic that's about, you know, her pussy.
Nikki Glacier selling out theaters.
And my mentality exactly. I said, why not? I was like, if it's funny, it's funny. There's so many other comics.
You'll find your following.
Who made a name for themselves because they were open to talking about whatever, and they wanted to talk about their pussy. Take for instance, Sarah Silverman.
Boom, another one. Not
Lisa
everybody likes her,
Lampanelli.
but she fucking makes money.
Lisa Lampanelli also.
Oh yeah. Amy
Wong, fucking joking around about their pussy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if it's funny. As long as it's funny, fucking do it.
Yeah.
But to sit there and tell somebody that don't do that because you don't want to be this person. Rogan said it best. This one guy told him one time that he's too dirty and that he needs to not swear. He's like, you're swearing too much. And then Rogan he said that to Dice Clay, I think it was, and Dice Clay said, do whatever the fuck you want. It's like, you be you, man. Do whatever you want.
Hell yeah. Dice Clay's a shit. He had a standing ovation before he even said a joke at Dallas.
Yeah,
he walked out.
That. Why did I miss that?
I missed that too, but I'm just going off what Butch told me. He had 2 standing ovations, man. But when he went out and when he left, I was like, what? So he didn't even say a joke, and people were like, they were ready for him, man. And then he said at Plano he didn't get that love.
Yeah, why not?
At Plano they didn't give him a standing ovation, cause like then you gotta think. That's what Butch was like teaching me. He's like, you gotta realize where you're at. Dallas, man, this is Dallas. We're right by downtown. You know, you could get your people here. Plano, it's a suburb. All those, you know, uppity people, they all Mercedes Benz and shit. Dallas is right here. You're gonna find an F-150. You're gonna find a Mercedes Benz. You're gonna find a fucking Toyota Camry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta know your fucking audience, and that's when he really got me thinking about that shit too.
It's funny because I did the Plano hyenas. It's mostly white people.
It is, yeah. Plano hyenas too.
Mostly
Fort Worth,
white
you get a good little mix.
Fort Worth, you get
Mexican
a mix
whites.
of everything,
Yeah,
a little bit of everything. Dallas, what is
it depends
Dallas?
who's there. Dallas, I mean, I could
But to
get
me,
some.
like Dallas seems like the more younger, wild crowd.
That's why it was because Dice. I mean, even though he's an old school comic, you know, even the younger crowds know about him because of his raunchiness and like, you know, all this shit he says is not politically correct. You know, none of it is. I mean,
No, I don't think it is.
And that's the fucking beauty of it. See him and like Joey Diaz, Anthony Jeselnik, those are savages, bro. You know? Savages. Like not a lot of people talk about them as the greatest. They'll talk about Dave Chappelle as the greatest, as Bill Burr the greatest alive and all that. But the most savages, that's a whole different category.
Yeah, see,
because that's not everybody's cup of tea.
I think the more and more I do this, the more and more I understand that not everywhere I should be swearing. And if
I have yet to do a clean mic.
And like if I'm doing a show, I think my comedy should like be able to work both ways, to where I can work it works clean, and it can work dirty, but it's the same thing, just slightly change the words around so I'm not swearing or being so bad.
Yeah.
But it like I'm not gonna do that all the time just because I feel like I don't want to offend somebody wherever I'm at because I'm doing that. But it's just like just knowing not to swear at certain places.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna sit there and have somebody tell me don't ever swear at all when you do comedy. It's like, no, I'm gonna swear. I'm just gonna pick the right spots to swear and the right spots to not swear.
There's some bits, dude. If I even take out the cuss words, the premise is still a damn shiny bigger dick than my joke.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's for me. It's crazy, man, because like I used to work with kids. I used to be like a coach for an after school program and mentor them and shit like that, and pick them up in this little short bus for a community center. And like I get all that, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be like this. Like there's a different type of like funny that you do for kids. Like with my daughters, like I just act goofy with them. I never, it's not dick jokes and fucking drugs and shit. Like how most of my material is.
Yeah.
But I have yet to do a clean mic, bro. Like I can't. To me, I feel like if you're telling me that this is a clean mic, you're putting a fence around what I can say, or like you're putting restrictions, and it's like I don't agree with that at all. And then the beauty about a regular mic is you could be clean there. If all you want to do is be clean and your shit is funny, you can go to a mic that has everything, but you can't do it the other way around. It's like so, that's why I know Backdoor is a popular spot. I know I believe Strokers on Mic Map shows up as a clean mic. I don't know though. I don't know. I've never been there. But yeah, so I don't know, man. It's not that I don't want to, but it's just I've gone over my shit. The premise is still there, like still talking about some shit.
You never just did a mic and just try not to swear, or just not feel like today I'm just not gonna swear on these bits. No. I've never gone into a mic ever thinking that, or I've never. And you know what? I mean, people can say what they want to say, but I've never gone on stage at least not having at least one or two beers ever. Yeah.
Ever, bro. I have
never?
to. Never. I've never gone up there completely sober.
Huh. Well, I mean, how much effect can one or two beers have? But
for me, nothing. I mean, but a lot of people like they see a lot of people look down on that.
It might be like the placebo effect.
It's stupid because, like people that look down on smoking weed, but they're holding a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you know how many people have died off that Coca-Cola versus the weed?
Did you ever see that video of where they take it's like a sea urchin. It's a sea creature that they find on rocks, and it's like in the Philippines, I think. Well, they take this creature, they turn it up because it lives by sucking on the rock. They turn it upside down and they stick coke in it.
The fuck?
And then the creature starts starts spewing it out, and then it explodes.
What the fuck? No, but I want to YouTube that, man.
It is.
That's fucked
weird.
up.
Yeah, that's what coke does to it. Because I don't know what it is. Like something about the liquid gets in it, and because it doesn't have lungs like we do to burp, the carbonation flows or mixes with something.
Damn.
But like it sucks. It looks like it'd be painful because it's like upside down, and it's just going, and it, and then the people run, and then it just goes pow.
Oh shit! Like fucking throw some Mentos in there. Oh.
Yeah, man, it's fucking almost as bad as a meat grenade. Like if you just like a grenade made out of meat.
A meat grenade. Kinda got hungry.
Oh man. Yeah, I've been talking. I've been talking to a lot of comics that are like veterans. Nick Guerra. I had what's his face on here? Oh shit, his name Luis Juarez the other night.
Oh yeah, man. I seen Luis kill the
And,
fucking red one, bro. That's a real funny motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. I saw him open up for Nick Guerra last Saturday.
I saw him do 45.
He was featuring.
That shit, I was like, damn, bro.
45. Yeah, he asked me to come to the Red Room to watch the show Saturday.
Oh, is that this one Saturday?
I don't know if it's this Saturday. I'm gonna go back to the episode. It's at the very end. But he told me to come up and he said he might be able to get me to go up there for a couple minutes. But he's the headliner for that event. But I mean, either way, I'd still go see him to go watch him do 45 minutes.
You mean Thursday? because I know he's headlining Thursday because they're doing the Midnight. Shout out Midnight. He's bringing back comedy to Oak Cliff, bro.
Yeah.
So they have a show on
Where's
Thursday.
that at?
The Crab Shack, right in the heart of fucking Oak Cliff. Like, man, bro, I used to go down in that area because that's where Midnight used to run a mic back in the day too.
Yeah.
So he asked me to but I had already committed to the Spanish show on Thursday. But yeah, so
when is that one?
this,
I'll hit
Thursday.
him up when we get off the podcast.
Yeah,
I'll hit him up.
this Thursday, bro.
And I'll ask him about it because I know he told me to come see him.
If I wasn't doing the Spanish show, that's where I would be. Crab Shack on Thursday.
Fuck yeah.
It's gonna be a badass time, man.
I mean, even if I can't go up, I still go to watch him do 45 minutes.
Well, I don't know how much he's gonna do at that show, but at the Red Room, at his Red Room show, his name was on the ticket. We, me and Mike were there. We picked up Midnight and took it to the road. He was having car trouble and bro, he killed it, man. It was some funny shit.
Yeah,
me and Mike were laughing, bro. Yeah, it was some good shit.
But so I was saying to what you know I've learned from them that like that sometimes you might have to do clean, so you might want to consider it. And
I know I have to because that's where the money's at.
No, I wouldn't.
Especially like those church gigs, corporate gigs.
Yeah. But like it was like they were telling me that like do it just to say you can do it, just be able to do it.
I'm working on it. It's just hard for me.
If I learn how to do both, my style comedy and then a clean one.
Yeah.
He said they told me it benefit me and also it showed that I am good enough to do something like that.
Yeah, because when they ask what you got, be like 20 clean, 20 dirty, let's go.
Yeah, you can do either one. Because Nick was telling me that's how he got the cruise. He was doing a cruise show. It was like, clean, dude, you want me to do clean for these cruises? Paying me $1,200 a thing? Like, fuck yeah, do it. I'm like, why not? I'm not gonna say no to that.
Nice,
and I was like,
$1,200 a show.
$1,200 a show on a cruise.
Most people don't.
The only problem is that that cruise he was on ran into that hurricane a couple weeks ago, so he got stuck on the boat. And he said because he's part of the crew, they let the people go home first, and the whole crew had to stay there longer. But he got stuck on the boat on his cruise that he was doing. He was stuck like an extra 3 days. Oh man,
that's fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you.
No, that's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I know he's not gonna be listening to this, but maybe one day he'll listen.
How many viewers you get per episode?
It varies, and then it varies also from the YouTube to the app.
To Twitch.
Yeah, to the app. Twitch is it's up right now, but I don't know. I can't really tell. I don't even know where to look. But like, it usually varies between 15 and 20 per episode, and I don't know who they are. I don't know who's watching.
I know a couple people were asking me.
But I know one guy's from work. One guy's from work for my job. I know my brother watches them all, and then also Panda checks them out every once in a while. My homeboy Vincent does. But
that's cool, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. But it varies. Like I said, it just varies. Some people have, even some of them have up to 30 views.
Have you?
And I don't know who they are.
Have you had a chance to go to the fair?
I have not. I don't know if I'm gonna go.
I think I'm gonna go one more time. I want to ride that ride again.
All right.
It's called the Skyscraper. So it's like you're on the things like this and they're twirling like that. And they're
How is that different than just regular Six Flags?
I don't know.
We have Six Flags right there.
Yeah.
That's all the rides.
Well, they don't have Six Flags don't have a ride like that.
No.
That shit was crazy, bro. I've always been scared of heights. And the job took us, and I didn't go to work because they were gonna leave work early.
Yeah.
So since it was already Dallas, instead of going to plane on and coming Dallas, I just said, hey, I'm not gonna go to work in the morning. I'll meet you at the fair. So that gave me time to day drink. So by the time I got there, I was a little bit lit,
Yeah.
Talking to everybody, just networking and shit, dancing to fucking reggaeton and shit. I was just having a good time, bro. And then I saw that shit and I saw how they were up there, and I was like, you know what?
oh, that shit looks scary as hell. And I said, anybody want to do it? Nobody want to do it. And then there's one dude named Taku. He wanted to. My homeboy, shout out Taku. He wanted to. And he was all like, man, I only got like 28 coupons. I was like, fuck it, I'll get the rest. Let's go. And we went. And I put it up, man. I put it up on Instagram. That shit was scary, bro. Because, like, I took everything out. And then I got on the platform, they're raising. And I was like, nah, you know what? I said, nah. And I was like, has anybody died? He goes, nah, nobody's died, man. You're going to have fun. It's going to go like that. And I'm like, you sure? And he was like, go ahead, man. I was just like, oh, fuck. And I sat down. And then when the thing was coming out, I was like, I can't believe I'm fucking, because I don't do that shit, bro. I don't fuck around with that. I don't give a fuck. You could call me a pussy. I don't care. You couldn't pay me to get on a fucking roller coaster. But I don't know, man. It just something came over me. And then that shit started going, bro. And it was just like, it was insane, man. Like a minute in, I'll show you the video after the podcast. A minute in, I'm like, oh, okay, they're slowing down. I was just like, yeah. I was like, man, that's cool, that's cool. And I was like, nope, they're going backwards now. A whole another minute, and bro, it was crazy because you're going like this, and you turn. Yeah. It was, man, it's crazy, man.
It's the one that like it kind of like you're in like a shell.
Yeah.
But you're in these seats and they're constantly gyrating while you're going in circles.
So like when we're going forward, the top of it looked like you were just gonna slam into the roof, but then all of a sudden you were just going whoop, and then, you know what I mean? It was insane, bro. It was crazy. When if it was somehow possible to have that ride, like let's say 10 minutes before you go on stage, you're about to do 15 minutes to feature or some shit. What's up, man? What's up, man? You're about to do 15 minutes or something. You do that ride and then you go do your set.
Yeah.
There's no way that you can bomb, bro. Because your adrenaline is just constantly pumping.
Get out of here. Go to your dad. Go to your dad.
It's just constantly. No, you're good. And it's like, bro, there's no way, man. It was just like all stress was gone, dude. And I did that during the day, so I want to do it at night now. So, and then it costs 50 coupons to get the video. Yeah, it's a lot.
What are these coupons for? I mean, I know what they're for, but like, what are
the fair coupons?
But like, you buy.
What do you mean?
Okay, let's just say I wanted to spend $10 on coupons. How many coupons would I get for $10?
20.
That's it?
Yeah, and then like one beer is like 14, or if you go to the beer garden, it's 12.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Would if I took some acid and went to the fair, would I have fun?
Fuck yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Is there a lot of lights and whatnot?
Hell yeah, especially at the rides.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, the games, the fucking
how much does it cost to
the
get in
haunted
there?
houses, the little dumb little rides that you ride through and shit. Bro, that would be.
How much does it cost to get in there?
I don't know. We went on a Wednesday when it was half off, so tomorrow's the last Wednesday. It's over on Sunday.
It's over on Sunday already?
October 20th, right? The 20th is Sunday? Or wait. Oh no, we're going 11th. Oh my bad. No. Oh yeah. Yeah, 20th is Sunday. Oh shit.
Shit. I can go Friday.
I'm probably going to go Sunday.
Or Saturday.
I'm probably going to go on the last day. Because that's when all the...
When are they open till?
They always have a parade at night, man.
Because if I go Saturday, take a hit of acid like around 6, it kicks in at 7, the sun goes down at 8, I'm tripping balls by 9 and 10.
Damn, man.
That sounds like a plan. I know what I'm doing this Saturday.
Damn.
Thank you for telling me.
Fuck yeah.
And I got those 10 hits.
What am I doing
I
Saturday?
took 2 last Saturday. Shit. I had a great time. I was just here at the house and I had a great time.
You say it all angry.
I did.
I'm not lying. You say you were. Your face did.
Allegedly, everybody. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I allegedly took acid. I allegedly have acid. I allegedly am going to take acid on Saturday at the fair.
The person that's mad at you right now is biting into a fucking Whataburger.
What?
Nothing. I was like...
What the hell?
Like somebody that's judging you for taking acid, they're biting into a burger.
Oh.
That's not healthy for you anyways.
Oh,
you
okay.
know?
I see what you mean.
You know,
I thought you meant like you yelling at me
drinking
because I
a
wanted
Coca-Cola.
I thought you meant like
I want acid right now.
No,
What
but I
are
thought
talking
you're
about?
like man,
What's
yelling
wrong
at
with
me
acid?
because I want a Whataburger.
Whataburger does
What?
sound good, but no. I already had dinner.
No, yeah. It's fuck yeah, man. I don't care if people know if I have fun on acid or not. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you lie, bro.
I have tons of jokes about how I trip around doing mushrooms all the time.
I have a joke about drugs where it involves my daughter's attitudes.
Yeah.
And how I was on a different drug the night I conceived them.
The night you conceived them? Oh, I've heard that bit.
You have?
Yeah,
Oh,
and you start talking about what drug you're on and what their personality, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten better since I think you heard it.
Good, because I think last time I was like, oh my
What's
goodness.
that? Oh, you're still using that?
I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you probably heard me vomit. You know, before.
Hey, man, we've all bombed.
Oh yeah, of course. No, but I'm saying, man, shit. This past weekend, dude, we all killed our sets, man.
That's good.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was crazy, bro. And then
Did you do what kind of bit did you do? One that you've been doing for a while, or did you work on
a
something?
mixture of new shit and the solid shit. Yeah. Especially at Silver City, I was riffing a lot too on the crowd. Yeah, and it was
What
good.
was the crowd like there? A bunch of guys and titties?
I pissed off all the waitresses and strippers. I started talking shit about them.
I bet you did, man.
Yeah,
You know what?
I said I hope my daughters don't turn out like y'all.
I told myself that if I ever did a titty club too, I would also just be ripping
Yeah,
on,
and
on the strippers the whole time.
Yeah, Mike, he was at the bar, and then one of them was there, and he's all like, "Hey man, you over there talking shit about them?" And she was just all like, she didn't want to look at me, and I'm all like, "It's just comedy."
Yeah,
It's
man,
like,
it's just jokes.
yeah, and she was all like, "But you didn't have to say it like that."
How the fuck you else are supposed to say it?
Everybody laughed. So.
Oh,
fucking-
you know what? I get that line. Not to say, but I get to arguments with people. They're like, and they'll be like, that's one of their lines. Like, you didn't have to say it like that. And I'm like, well, then tell me what's a better way for me to say it. And they don't have an answer.
Nah, you know
It's
what you should say right there? Show me how it's done.
yeah, well, I mean, that's the
Same
same thing
shit.
I'm saying. Just
I know, but
show me how. But yeah,
it's a more asshole way of saying it.
but they never
I keep
did.
saying, I keep wanting to tell you, hey, Rudy, you got something, but it's your piercings. Hey, you got some Cheetos.
What? They're shiny and steel. Oh, but maybe because of the light. I don't know.
No, every time you go like that, it seems
Yeah.
like there's something in your beard.
Huh. Oh, but it's my piercings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had those. For a
Yeah, I
long
just
time.
said that.
I'm never gonna take them out. I don't care if people make fun of me or not about it.
Mike just got 2 new piercings right here.
Oh
He
yeah.
got a double Tupac. That
The
fool,
double
that,
Tupac.
That fool was like, he had a toilet paper in his nostril like that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, to keep it up. Suppose it was like going.
You can tell them they made a pill for that.
Ooh, nice. That's a good one. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You should tell him that.
I
He ain't gonna
should.
watch this shit.
Nah. Well, I mean, if you
Nah,
do
he
that,
probably will. I got some people waiting on this shit, man. I
Yeah.
told him about it. Yeah.
it's cool,
And
man.
old
I do
Blake,
this.
too.
I do this because I love spending time with the people I do comedy and I see.
That's what's up, bro.
So I can
That's
get to
what's
know
up.
you guys better.
That's what's up, man.
You know?
We haven't even gotten into none of my past.
Not really, dude. But
The
we've been
drug
joking around a
use.
lot.
Yeah, a little bit. I had to kick my leg up for you.
Do you want to tell a story about your drug use? Let's
What?
compare stories. Let's compare drug use.
Oh,
stories.
drug use stories? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Before I had kids, a typical night for me, bro, was alcohol and weed. It was like water and oxygen there at all times. Then, you know, you start getting a little tipsy, a little high. You need to pick me up. Start hitting some lines.
Oh yeah, the cocaine.
Okay, yeah, it's okay,
I
right?
got- yeah, I
Get a
got
little too
cocaine.
wired up, right? Nose start hurting. I gotta come back down, take the Xanax, you know?
I never
Back
took
to-
the Xanax. Xanax weren't really around when I was doing coke.
Bars, man, those were my downfall.
Well, they
bro.
were a little bit. No, I just we didn't
Generic
really do
kind
those.
of Zaloprolam or whatever. I don't know if I'm saying it right. So, okay, then those start kicking in right. You start getting in a dumb mode because the shit's bringing you too down. You've been drinking the Xanax and alcohol. That's a crazy combo alone. So then the XO pills, like real XOs, the blue ladies. Remember the blue ladies?
Oh yes, the old school ones.
Yes, the speed based one. I mean the real hardcore ones, man.
The
where you-
speed base or the heroin base? I like
No,
the
heroin base were the Yellow Stars, and the fucking.
What were the blue dolphins? Everybody always talked about.
Oh,
the
blue dolphins. The blue ladies were that trucker. You know the trucker flag.
Yeah.
And then the blue dolphins as well.
Uh-huh.
Those were speed based. Those were the ones that like, after you were done like rolling your fucking eyes back, you were just boom. You were fucking.
Yeah.
You
They
were
don't
king
make
of the
them-
world.
They don't
you know?
make them like that anymore, man.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I
It's
do.
been years.
I take them all the time.
Exactly.
I take them all the time.
Oh yeah.
I take them all the time.
You slipped one in my beer the other day. Fucking Mexican Bill Cosby.
For the past 4 weeks, I was taking a hit of X every mic at Plano. All those mics at Plano, I was on X all those mics.
Yeah, but the ones, those were chill though. Those were nothing like the ones back in the day.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like
that's what
yeah.
ecstasy nowadays is nothing like those used to be.
So you need Molly for that then, right? Like straight up Molly, that's what does it now?
No. What you need is that combination mix. You need the Molly mixed with the speed. You need the Molly mixed with the heroin. Special K. That's what they used to be mixed with. That's why they were so good.
Okay,
the ones now are mixed with like fucking what's that? That shit I take for working out. God damn it.
But how did you feel the next day after taking some Blue Ladies back in the day?
Oh, I felt like shit.
Right, you felt fried. Cause see, I would always do this, like watching TV, just catching the remote like that. Yeah. After a day of that shit, I'd be like it
I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, bro,
I couldn't do anything for the next.
It was It was worse than any alcoholic hangover. Oh, and even if it was just one, man, it was like your brain was just like. You felt a hole forming in your brain.
Wait. The sex on it was amazing.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. The sex on it was so amazing.
2-3 hours.
That's it? I've had sex with a girl for 12 hours before.
God damn.
12 hours.
I've had sex 10 times in one day. By the 5th time, it was just like fucking dust. But it counted.
I know. It's like,
counted.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And
I
the
didn't even have
girls
to
all
worry
like,
about a rubber because nothing was gonna.
I remember the girls be like, are you you sure you came? Like, yeah. I was like, nothing came out. Like, yeah, I'm out of juice. I just came 3-4 times already. Like, I got nothing left, woman.
Yeah.
They don't believe it though. They're like, nah, you didn't go. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But no, man, there was times where I had sex for like 12 hours.
That's crazy, bro.
Because we start rolling
Did
at
you
like.
take a fucking lunch break?
No, a lot of cigarettes.
Because
cigarettes.
on XO you're not gonna eat. Yeah.
But like it would because here's what we do. We would take like the girl I was seeing at the time was super tiny. She would take one. I would take 1.5. She would like trip so hard, like the first hour, like she can't even. What the hell? I can't answer that right now. She wouldn't even say anything. She'd just be on the bed going, and I'm like, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Then she'd be like, and then she'd be
a hard ass roll.
Yeah,
damn.
She was rolling hard.
Yeah.
And then she would get horny. And then she'd start reaching for my dick. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I remember the first time I had sex on ecstasy. And it was like... maybe like maybe like 6 months into me starting to do X and going to these raves and whatnot.
The raves.
And I remember having sex and I was like, wow, it's like this is sex on X. Why wasn't I doing that this whole time?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, like we would have sex and then we'd be like, we start coming down. We probably was like 10. Let's just say it's 10 when we started. We start coming down like around 3. Then we're like, want to go get some more? And be like, yeah. So we'd go get some more, and then we would keep the roll going. So we'd roll from like Saturday night all the way to like Sunday night, and the whole fucking day just sex, just fucking around, blowjobs, going down, watching porn.
That's too long, bro. I would have got bored. I got shit to do.
I had cable when it started coming out to where you could order the movies. The movies on cable.
Yeah.
Through the box. Yeah, you can do on demand.
Yeah.
And one time I spent like $200 and something on porn. Cause we just kept ordering different porn movies and ordering different porn. What about this one? We'd watch a little bit and they'd be like, yeah, it wasn't that good. I'm like, okay, we'll watch a different one. And then we watch a different one. So we spent that much money on porn because we were
plus
watching
the
that.
XOs.
Plus the XOs. My sister would get the cable bill. She'd be like, what the hell's this? I'd be like,
Obviously something happened.
What the hell you dirty guys doing today?
You didn't even late, bro. Okay, so after the Exos, you know, by that time, you know, I'd be too up there. Coke had worn off.
Wait, this was all in one night?
Yes, bro. I had a cocktail, so I'm
God
not done
damn.
yet. I'm not
Okay.
done yet. So this wasn't all the time, but there were a handful of times. I don't say more than a handful, but where like I had these old homies that we used to do meth back in the day when I was in high school, and I used to be real bad with that shit. And I'll tell you why I stopped that, but all I would have to do is buy a glass bowl, brand new one, from Fuel Stop, $5, brand new, and I'd be like, hey man, they always needed a brand new one. Cluckers always, you know, just show up and then just start, I would hit it just to make sure I could wake up enough to get home. And then, so I would hit it, right? And that was all in one night, man. All in fucking one night of just partying.
Those were the best ones, though.
What?
Where you go from, like, you start off with drinking, and then you do a little coke, and then you do a little ecstasy. And...
Dude,
what was the last thing you were doing?
Meth.
Meth?
To be able to drive home.
Oh, my goodness. I did meth once. And it didn't really do much for me, but I just didn't like it after that. I've never done it before.
I was on that shit for like 6 months, just that. And it was bad, man. My room was always clean, though.
Dude, I heard this podcast on Ari Shafir. It's called Metalopolis, and it's about this female comic who talks about her.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear it? It was a good podcast.
Yeah,
Did you hear her talk about the owl?
Yeah, I think so. I gotta listen to it again.
Dude, you gotta. How do you not remember the owl?
Yeah.
She carried around an owl for a month.
Oh, that's right, the dead owl.
Yeah,
right,
she found it at a truck stop.
Yeah.
Truck stop or something like that, like a diner.
Bro, that's not
it was
the
just
most
laying there
clucker
on a
thing.
pillow. She found a dead owl on a pillow in the diner.
Bro.
And she would smoke the meth and she would breathe into it, the beak, because she thought the meth would bring it back to life because the eyes would open when she did it.
That's yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
She was talking about
That's
that.
hilarious.
She did that for a whole month.
That's so stupid, bro. That's what. How more clucker can you get?
I don't know,
That's
man.
the big. I saw
What
some
did you
shit.
say? Did you say clucker?
A clucker?
Yeah.
A clucker is a crackhead, a rock smoker.
Oh, okay.
In the glass bowl. Crack or meth, you're a clucker.
Oh, okay. I
You're a
didn't know
clucker.
that.
And I was a clucker
terminology.
for 6 months.
Clucker.
Clucker. I said, how much clucker can you get?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, yeah, so.
Oh.
That's, bro, I saw some shit. You know what made me stop doing that?
What?
I was having sex on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I heard sex on that's pretty good, though.
it's kind of like coke dick, though, too. You can get coke dick.
I ain't getting coke dick.
Yeah, coke dick sucks big
I've only
time.
got that once.
I've gotten it 2 or 3 times, and in the heat of the moment, it sucks. Yeah, but this time, it didn't happen like that. It wasn't that good shit, but I was still up there,
Yeah.
and she was on top of me, and then, like, I just stopped moving, because I just felt my chest. I remember I looked down, and I could see my fucking chest bone just going like that. I could see my heart just fucking, like, we had smoked, like, a whole fucking shard, man, and, like, you know, and it was, like, and then she was like, what's wrong? And I was just like, and I just remember I was like fucking like hyperventilating or something. I was breathing hard, and it like took me like 10 minutes to catch my breath. And I was like, fuck, I got scared. I thought, man, it felt like my shit it felt like alien. Like, it was like, fucking, like,
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
Like, it was
God
crazy.
damn.
That shit scared the shit out of me. And I mean, I didn't do it for years until the nights where I was like, oh, I need to wake up one more time. But that time I knew that I wasn't going to dive back into that black hole because I was doing everything else. It was just like a wake
Yeah,
me
man,
up.
it's crazy.
It's crazy, bro. And I was 16. I was 16 years old when that shit happened. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You were young, man.
Yeah,
I was
from
18,
June-
19, 20 when I was doing this shit.
June of so I was 16. So June of 2005 to fucking 6 months?
Yeah.
Fucking December. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was around Christmas time. Hell yeah, I remember it was cold as fuck. I remember it was cold as fuck in my car. Yeah, because the gas had went out. Fuck yeah, we didn't give a fuck. Yeah, dude, I remember that shit. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten to a point like that. Cause my cousin showed me how to make crack. So I smoked crack every so often, not that much though. Cause I don't know. I think I just like doing coke more than crack. But like I never got into meth like that.
I did it too.
I should try it every once in a while. I should try it just to see what it's like.
Oh man, no man.
I do joke around a lot about saying I should.
That and IV drugs. Fuck that.
Oh, heroin.
I never did that.
Just try heroin just once, man. I hear it's not that bad. Okay, if they made heroin legal and they had those clinics where you can go and lay down in the bed and they'll help you with the right amount so you don't overdose, you wouldn't do it?
No, man.
No?
I'm scared of that shit. I was always scared of. Even I did all that shit.
But they're professionals. They know what they're doing.
Like a nurse and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
The clinic.
Because then I'm gonna fall in love with it. But
Well, they say people who are addicted to drugs are addicted to drugs because they're not happy with their life.
I mean, I was like that for a good while, but right now things have been good.
Yeah, and
I've never been happier, bro. To be honest,
because their life is like so miserable, they seek drugs to get out of their reality, so they don't have to think about what's going on in their life. For that minute, you're on something that takes you out of reality.
I compare it more to like you see successful executive or something have a glass of wine at the end of the night to unwind.
Oh yeah,
that's how I see it. And it's like, I mean, who is really drug free? No one.
Nobody.
Terrence McKenna, like Joe Rogan said shit. Yeah. Terrence McKenna said it that you're a walking bag of drugs. You are.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? There's no such thing as drug free, you know? You know what I'm saying? So,
do you hear about the alligators that are getting methed up?
Oh, what the fuck? What?
In Florida.
How are they doing that?
In Florida, they're throwing away.
So they're eating it?
They're flushing down meth down the toilet whenever they feel like they're getting busted, and it's getting into the water supply, and it's getting into the alligators insane. In Florida. So we got meth up alligators.
So
in
they're
Florida.
aggressive as fuck.
Yeah. Aggressive and very clean.
They ain't even hungry. Their swamp is clean. I couldn't sleep for 3 days. I'd be in bed literally like this.
Yeah.
And then when my mom would come in, I'd just be like that. And then she would give me a plate of food because they knew something was up. Like a plate of fucking eggs with typical Mexican breakfast. And then they would go away and I would just go, scramble it around, make it look like I ate something. I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. And then I go back into the room and just, it was great for hours at a time, bro. It was such like a waste of time, bro. Like, it was great. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it.
You think that whole time you could have been reading books or something, huh?
Fucking, I could have been doing comedy at that time.
Yeah.
Imagine that was fucking what?
Do you ever joke around about that on stage?
What?
Those years? Do you have any bits or anything like that?
I say I like drugs. That I can fail as a father. I've said that.
Why don't you make a bit out of it? It sounds like you have one situation that you can make something very funny out of.
Sounds like it, yeah. So I gotta work on it.
As much stuff that you did, or these nights. I know these weren't boring nights. I had some crazy nights.
Man,
when I was on
check
drugs.
this out. I'm gonna tell you about this one funny time.
What?
And this is okay. So we're doing everything except ice. We're just everything, right? So we go to this party. Oh no, we weren't on ecstasy. We were on everything but ecstasy. And then this party was an EXO party. And everybody was all like, they were in the living room, everybody's
I love
all
this
like,
EXO
yeah.
party.
So our shit hadn't hit yet, right? We had just taken some, and then like they had a keg out in the back, and we didn't know whose fucking party it was. I forgot, and I had my little Chevy S10, and that bitch was full. Nobody was drinking.
Were they Asians?
Huh?
Were they Asians?
I don't remember, man. No, they were Hispanics. And then, so me and my boy, I was all like, hey, bro, I said, look, I'm going to go put the truck around this fence right here because they lived on a quarter lot. I'm like, chunk that bitch over and I'm going to put it in the bed and we just take off. And he was like, for real? I'm like, for real, man, because they're all strung out. Let's steal this fucking keg. It was a full keg of beer, bro.
Yeah.
And it was Budweiser at that. Fucking 17 years old, so it was like, fuck it. So as we're going to the fence with the keg, the owner of the house comes. He's all fucking rolling. He goes, hey man, y'all all right? And we're like, yeah, bro. And he goes, hey man, come here. I want to tell y'all something. We're like, oh shit, leave it right there. We leave the keg, and we go up to him. He goes, hey man, we're all fucked up, man. I just want y'all to know y'all can have that keg. We were like, oh, for real, that's what's up, man. All right, so
it's like we already have it halfway out the door.
we looked at each other like, all right, hey, You think it's okay since it's close to the fence already that we can just go that way instead of going? He's like, yeah, man, go ahead. We're like, all right.
He not even asked why it was close to the fence.
He was all rolling, bro. He was like, you know, when you're like king of the world.
Yeah, when
actually,
you're rolling, you're
yeah,
nice. Everybody's
yeah,
nice, man.
yeah, you love everyone.
Yeah,
you know,
everybody's great.
Yeah, so that was, and then you know that night we stayed up till like 7 in the morning drinking, you know, watching Jackass.
You know what? I had the same situation.
You stole a keg?
Kind of. No, I didn't steal a keg. Well, no, we stole a keg before, but
Well, ours was given to us.
no.
For the record.
I was
Allegedly.
my friends had a band. They were like, yeah, a cover band. We played whatever. We didn't have a singer, but we got invited to play this gig, this big party at like a kind of like a trailer park homes. They like threw this party together, and my friends are being the band, and they offer me a Budweiser, and I start drinking. I'm the first one that starts drinking, right? And we're there for like probably like the first hour and a half. I start getting pretty drunk, and then my other friends finally started drinking. And then I'm like, I'm trying to holler at this chick, right? And the chick like is not feeding me, probably because I was too drunk or whatever. So I'm in this garage and I'm like kind of bummed out. I was like, blah, whatever, man. And I start drinking. Then I see like these, they had like stacks of 24 packs of different kinds of beers, and I had this genius idea I told my two of my friends, I was like, hey, we should jack some of these beers, cause then we could take it back to our house and
shit.
And like, and we'll have beers for tomorrow and the next weekend, cause if we took 4 24 packs,
You were already rationing stolen beer.
if we took 4 24 packs, we'd be able to drink like, and they last us a long time. So they're like, yeah, we'll do it. So I'm like, all right. So I grab a beer, and they grab their beer, and we start walking to my car, and we put it in my trunk. And then the people find out that their beer's missing. And they're like, who stole our beer? And then I'm all like, well, I'm not going to say I did it, because I'm not a stupid ass. And then, like, they go out and they find it in my car, and they're like, the beer's here. And, like, they all, like, everybody's, like, arguing. And they're like, you guys got to get out of here. And I'm just like, oh, shit. And then my two friends that were next to me were just like, ah, shit. And then when one of my friends, the bassist of the band, finds out that I was the one who put him in my car, he comes up and he punches me.
Damn.
Like, he sucker punches me while I'm in the car. And that punch is kind of what woke me up. Like, I was just like, whoa. Like, I got brought back to reality. Because for the longest, even all these people yelling, I was still, like, just drunk and kind of just, like, stammering and not really thinking much. But, like, when he punched me, I woke up and I drove the car and I was able to get us home. And everybody was all pissed off at it, right? But, like, here's the fucked up thing. Everybody was mad at me, but, like, everybody acted like I was the only one who stole the beer. My other two friends didn't get yelled at or anything. But, like, I got yelled at for all of it, and I was like, yeah, I fucked up, you know? I was like, yeah, I fucked up. But I was like, well, these guys were more sober than me. Why didn't they talk some sense into me?
God damn.
I mean,
Get better friends, bro.
I was like, I do remember, like, they helped me out too, but I was like, why am I the only one that has to write an apology letter?
Gotta do better, bro.
Like, huh? I mean, I understand, but like, if you came up with some plan, right, and I was sober and you were kind of drunk, I'd be like, I don't think that's a good idea, dude. And you'd probably be like, no, let's do it. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Because, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a shitty thing that happened. And that's one of the first times where I realized I should have quit drinking a long time ago. Like, even now, now I only have, like, a beer or two. I've never had more than 2 drinks at a bar.
Really?
Yeah. I might have had 3.
I get down.
I might have had 3, maybe. But one of them would have been a shot, and it would have been like a beer. But here's the way I manage it. For one, I know they don't really taste that great. I just do it just to socialize. But like, I'll drink a beer, but then I'll drink a mineral water, a Topo Chico, and then if I get another beer, I'm definitely gonna get another Topo Chico. So I'm constantly mixing a beer with another 12 ounces of the same liquid or water.
Right.
So I'm not constantly drinking one. So I'm always having a Topo Chico. I always try to match every liquid I have, or every 12 ounce worth, like even a shot. I'll try to mix it with a Topo Chico, one bottle of Topo Chico, to make sure I don't do anything weird or stupid or whatever. I've learned a lot on how to deal with alcohol personally, because I'd be one of those guys that always blacks out. But I tried doing just beer. Then I found out I can drink too much beer and black out. I tried doing just wine. Then I find out I can drink too much wine and black out. And I tried doing just liquor, and same thing. And then I was like, at one point, God man, I was blacking out so many times, and I'd wake up and I would remember what happened.
Liquor's that violent juice.
Yeah.
You can't do all liquor.
One time I got drunk at these guys' house that I didn't know them, and I was with a coworker, and she had gotten tired, so she went to go sleep, and she went to go hook up with one of the guys or whatever. And I was just like, okay, so the guy was all like, hey, let's shotgun some beers. I was like, see who drinks them faster. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit. So I would do it, and the guy was all like, huh?
You got some shotguns?
Shotguns?
You want a shotgun right now?
Shotgun a beer?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to shotgun. No, I do. Do you ever do that with your friends? You tap the top and they have to drink it?
Oh no, you don't have cans?
No, I don't have cans.
But like, let's do it right now. Do you have two more modelos? Let's do a chug contest.
No, I'm not gonna chug.
Why not?
Stupid.
Why?
Cause I'm a fucking grown ass man. I don't chug no more. The hell do I look like, a college kid?
I don't know, dude. We're on Twitch. We're on your podcast.
Yeah.
Have you ever chugged a beer with anybody on your podcast?
No.
Do it.
No, I'm not gonna be peer pressured to do that. All right, do a hit of acid with me right now. No.
Damn. Got shit to do, bro.
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow, otherwise I would.
Me too. Same here.
The guy kept telling me to shotgun a beer with him because he said I kept winning, and me being stupid, I didn't know that he was purposely losing so he can get me to drink so much. And then I was sitting down in a chair and I was just like, whoa, I'm fucked up. And out of nowhere, the guy pulls out a gun.
For what?
I don't know. Just for one, we tried to he brought out the gun because he's like you gotta leave now. And I was just like, what? He got all pissed. I don't know why. I think he just created anger. You
being all sloppy or what?
No, I think he just created anger just for the fuck of it. He found a reason to get upset, and then he's like, you gotta leave. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna leave.
Where were you again?
Some guy's house.
Dude.
Yeah, cause the girl I was with wanted to go to hook up with one of the guys, and I was driving her, and she's like, will you take me? And I was like, sure, I'll take you, whatever. And she hooked up with a guy, but then that happened, and the guy was all like, you gotta leave, and I was like, I'm not leaving my friend behind. He's like, no, you don't. You have to leave. Like, you don't have an option. And the other guy was all like, man, you better leave, man. I'm just telling you. And I was just like, fuck, I didn't know what to do. So I got in my car and I was like, I can't call the cops, man. I'm fucking drunk. And I was so drunk, I don't have a license, and and I was at their house, so they're not gonna fucking believe me.
Yeah. So
I started driving, and I don't remember what happened after that. And when I woke up, there was a cop tapping on my window, and I was on the exit ramp to 30 and Grand Prairie, Beltline. I was on the exit ramp and I was blocking traffic.
No fucking way. Did you get arrested?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I went to jail for 4 or 5 days.
Fuck, dude,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy. So you set out the charge?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
saw the charge,
Good,
and
good.
I saw the judge, and I wrote things. It's weird because they tried to get me for a DWI, but when I saw the judge, he didn't say anything about a DWI.
Mm.
But on my record, because I went to a lawyer one time to try to get my, see what I can do if I get my driver's license back. And she she gave me like a record of all my stuff I've had tickets for and whatnot. And on there it says DWI, 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, DWI? I was like, does that mean I've had 2 DWIs? Because if you get a ticket for a DWI,
Yeah.
that's a DWI.
Yeah.
And but I never had to see anybody for it. Like, I never, people do, like, breathalyzers where they have to breathe into the car or whatever. Like, people do that the first time they get
Shit, they got some
busted.
weed ones coming up this year.
Yeah.
I heard something like that.
I wonder if they work with edibles.
I don't know. Edibles a whole different ballgame. Woo.
Yeah.
Edibles.
I love edibles.
Yes.
Anyway, man, we've been talking a while.
Shit.
What time is it?
It is 9 to 21.
9:21. Jesus Christ, man. You got to get going anymore?
Probably a little bit.
Ah.
A couple people been calling, texting.
Okay.
It's all good, man. This was fun, bro.
Yeah, man.
You
What's
gotta
fun?
get us
Talk a
3
lot.
on here, bro. It'll be.
I do, but you
it'll
guys,
be loud.
I'm gonna lose control of that podcast, man. It's gonna be all. I'm gonna be like, hey, this
no,
is my
just-
show.
just-
I'll tell you guys can't sit there and joke a lot, and then you guys will just rag on me. Ooh, he's so mad because we all took over his podcast.
No, you're just
No,
be
dude,
ready.
I'd love to have you guys on here.
Yeah, bro. It'd be a good time.
I
Man.
just wanted to, give you guys a chance to get on here one by one first.
Cool. That's
'Cause
cool.
I've had-
you should do that.
Because
that's
I've had
good, that's
Panda
cool.
already on here.
Oh,
I think
really?
he's been on here either once or twice.
Okay. You
But
did
he's
get-
been on for a few Fight Fans episodes too.
Cool.
But like,
Mike.
but I've had him on. He was on like one of my first few episodes, man. Like episode either 10 through 15, man. That was a long. That was damn.
Man, Mike sitting down here and talking some shit.
Now I want to get
That-
Mike over here.
That would be interesting.
I know.
as fuck.
I know I've talked to him about it. I have to look at my schedule to see if we actually scheduled one. But he's really hard to skip. Like, hey, he kept telling me, let's do a podcast. All right, let's do it. Let's schedule one. All right, I'll be right back. I don't see him for another week. And he's like, hey, man, let's do a podcast. I know, man. Let's fucking put it in the books.
If you need to leave, like, let's say you need to leave the club by 1, right?
Uh-huh.
You need to tell Mike, let's go at 12:40. Because by the time you leave from, like, let's say Hyenas Dallas, you're in the comics corner and you're coming out, he's going to talk to 10 people before he even gets to the bar. By the time he gets to the bar, he's going to talk to another 5, 6 people, and then the people hanging out smoking cigarettes, and you're over there just waiting by the garage like, Mike, he's on. And he's like, bro, shut the fuck up already and let's go, motherfucker. I got to be up in 3 hours. He sleeps till 12 in the fucking afternoon, so he ain't got to worry about shit.
What, how long have you known Mike?
Mike Saragosa?
Yeah.
You don't know him?
No, how long have you known Mike?
Oh, shit. April?
That's it. God damn, you guys act like you've been brothers for years.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
What about
It just
Panda
clicked.
also?
Panda, like 2 months after that.
Yeah.
We formed that shit barely like July.
Damn.
Some shit. No, late June. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, bro. Some
It's,
shit,
it's
man.
hard to find people who you click like that right away.
Man, it was Mike and Panda had already known each other, and then so they were cool. And then I got Mike. We at Hyenas Dallas. Him and one of his barber homeboys were there, and I'm just sitting at the bar drinking. And then like his camera flash goes off. Like he had a professional style camera, and it just went off. And I was like, he was not able to take a picture of you. I'm like, bro, like, buy me a drink at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's how. And then we just kicked it from there, and then he was like, hey man, I need to introduce you to Panda. And then Panda went to like a Plano mic, I think, and then I got cool with him, and shit, never looked back.
That's cool. Who's been doing comedy the longest out of the three of you?
Panda, he's got 2 years. I've got 1.5. Mike barely got 1 last month.
Panda has 2 years. He's crushing it for 2 years, man.
Panda's legit, bro. Panda's a fucking. He's got a degree in creative writing, so he's.
Well, no wonder.
Yeah,
no
bro. He's got
shit.
bits on bits on bits, bro. I've seen him kill rooms. Mike too. I've seen them kill rooms for 15 minutes plus, and they haven't even touched material yet.
Yeah.
It's all fucking crowd work. It's insane, bro. I'm an outline guy. I need my riff work a little bit here and there. I'm getting better, but not like them, bro. They're a different beast, bro. I'm a guy that I got my routine, you know, and I'm adding to it, taking away, tagging and shit. But they go up there and it's just like da 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 da. bits. You know, it's like, yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, bro, we got fucking October 25th, Red Room. We got some other shit that I can't announce on my own. You know, some big shit coming. We got.
Oh, okay, so you're not allowed. You're not.
No, it's not.
You're
It's
contractually obliged to keep your mouth
it's
shut.
not. It's not. It's not right. It's not. I didn't book that show. Let's put it like that.
No, no,
I
I
didn't
just
book
make
that
funny.
shit. No, I know. It's just out of respect. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But,
totally, dude.
And then when it is announced, it'll be pretty cool. And then we got.
Just
Shit,
to
I'm
make
working
sure
on
you just
Houston.
let me know, man. Let me know what's going on.
Yeah, bro. We got Houston. We got fucking. You know, I want to do some kind of benefit show for like a toy drive for the hospital my daughter's been at, getting surgeries this year.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, you know, just bring a toy and that's how you get into the show. And
Where would you throw that at?
probably the barbershop again, or the fucking Oak Cliff Brewery or something, man. I'm sure we could figure something out. Venues are easy. It's just getting the asses there. That's the main thing. That's all comes with that networking shit I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Footwork and really, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Anytime I post a poster or flyer, no one has ever hit me up and say, "Hey, let me get 2 tickets." You know how I get people there?
Wow.
Inviting them one-on-one,
Yeah.
DMing them personally. Nobody ever responds. I'm telling you, man, it's never like that. Never like that.
It will be one day though.
Yeah, right
It'll be
now,
one day.
right now it's all, and then like even like going out there and like shout out to Alex Rios in San Antonio, Jokesters.
Yeah.
Not Rios, is it Rios? I think it's Reyes. My bad, Alex. But Alex at Jokesters, bro. When we got there, you know, we were late, last minute addition. There was practically there was not that many people there, but by the end of the night, he had 20, 30 people up in that bitch, and the whole crowd. Those people, when they left their house, they didn't know they were going to a comedy show that night. They were just walking by, and he's out there just hustling, bro. Hey, we got these guys from Dallas, and it was an amazing time, man. It was amazing. They want us back, so it was
Cool,
like,
man.
and then shout out to Derek Jack. He was all like, "Hey, Diego, it's cool that you're booking shows, but it's all about getting rebooked." And I was like, "Oh, I learned something right there." I was like, "Damn, you know, Derek Jack's a true, legit professional." I was like, "All right, bro. All right, cool, man. You know, fucking learning." And so there you go, man. So it's like, but at the same time, bro, I'm gonna just say it like this, man. I know whatever it may look like, but I know we ain't shit yet, bro. We're barely starting off. Yeah, man, we're getting lucky. Our hard work is paying off, but at the end of the day, man, you know, we ain't got 30 minutes right now. I don't have 30 minutes. I could go up there and talk for 30 minutes. 15 will probably be good. Maybe 20. But I ain't polished like that yet. I'm a year and a half in, you know.
Hey, let me ask you a question real quick. Because you're my Latino brother in a way.
Yeah.
I had an idea that I want to do for a mic, for an open mic. But the idea is to do like a loteria mic. You play the game loteria. You know which one I'm talking about? Spanish one. And the comics would give like $1 for card, right? And what I would be doing though, it'd kind of be like I'd be doing a podcast episode, or it'd be like a podcast while I'm doing it, the loteria. So there's like banter with me and like a guest or another comic next to me and
Sounds
maybe
cool.
another one. Like there's banter in between us. We're playing the game. You know how there's always jokes about the cards and whatnot because you got the titties, La Sirena, and people have all these rhymes or whatever.
El Negrito.
Yeah, Negrito is so racist, man. It's so racist.
It's part of the game.
But like,
Dang.
what I was thinking, like, the winner of the loteria would get to come up. We talk to them for like 5 minutes on the podcast, and then they do a bit. No.
That sounds pretty cool.
I think I would have them do the bit first, and then we'd sit down and talk to them about and talk to them for 5 minutes, and then they would get half of the winning from the cards.
That's cool, man.
So half of it would go to them, and the other half would go to fund the podcast and the thing that we're doing there. Because I'm pretty sure where I'm doing at the venue, I would have to pay them.
That's so many. There's so many different things to plug to get people there. Let's say you're not a comic, you just want to play loteria with a bunch of comedians.
Yeah.
You got that. Let's say you are a comic, you want to win a little bit of cash and get on the podcast. You got that.
Yeah, and then get
Let's
up and
say
do
it's all
5
three.
minutes.
You fucking love loteria. You know, and you're a comedian, and you want to go. You know, So there's like a lot of different elements there.
Right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought about
That's
that.
like,
I want to do that. I don't know how to put it
shit. I'll
together.
go to that shit. What day?
I don't know how to put it together. What day?
Oh, you gotta, man. Talk to, bro. You know who I would talk to? Talk to Gretchen. Gretchen. She'll help you out, bro. She's a beast, bro. She's a beast. She runs all these mics, man. She knows how to, where you get paid for you bringing business to their establishment, you know. So talk to her, bro. She's smart on that shit, bro.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cause I know maybe finding a venue wouldn't be hard. Actually, you know where I want to do it at?
You just gotta talk numbers with them. You gotta be like, man, I could get at least 10 comics here. That's 10 extra people buying drinks, 10 extra people buying from the kitchen. You give us some specials. Like she got like at Ross Hall, half off chili, half off drafts. Shit, that's perfect. I could drink 2 beers and chili and it's like $10, $15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? $10.15.
I've never had their chili there. Is it good?
Yeah, you can choose from cornbread, Fritos, or like regular bread, I think. But yeah, bro.
So is it like a Frito pie?
You could make it if you choose the Fritos with the cornbread. I do cornbread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about doing it at Caves. You know,
I've never been there.
You never been there? They have
I don't really fuck around in Arlington.
They have a back patio that's set up like kind of like a tropical. You know, they have these pine trees and they have a bunch of different tables. But they already have a gazebo that is perfect for a stage. It's perfect for a stage. Because I've seen DJs up there. The only thing is, like, I'd still do the podcast on my stuff.
Go on the Facebook group and ask them what days. Ask people on the Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I've seen posts like that, and then in the comments they be doing some informative shit. So just put it out there. And then the only recommend, if you want to be cool hyenas and the other clubs, I wouldn't compete with their mics.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But you know, at the end of the day, you do what you gotta do. So that's what I would do, man.
What about a Sunday? Or too many people doing things on Sunday?
Sunday nights.
Yeah, like.
Then Build a Bit is 3 to 5.
But like,
there's no mics on Saturdays.
There is no mics on Saturdays. But so many people are busy already now. Or
there's a lot of comics that don't have work on the weekends.
But I don't know if a bar.
I don't have a show this weekend.
I don't know if a bar would want to do it on a Saturday though. That's like
2 hours, 6 to 8, before that shit gets popping during happy hour. Tell them, man, we just need.
That's not a bad idea.
Be like, hey man, before people start coming in here, just give us a small area over here. You know, 2 hours, 5-minute sets.
I think that's gonna be my next project once I start getting a little extra money. I'm gonna get a laptop to do it. Get the I already have cameras. I already have some mics. But I'd wanna like what's his name has Wes. Have you seen Wes's open mics?
Wes
Speaker?
Corwin?
Yeah.
I've been there once.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got like a bass and a speaker. Something like that. That's what I would need to get. And then I need a co-host. Because this is something that I'd be better with a co-host that would work with me.
Yeah.
2 people talking would be better than
shit,
me
you
by
could,
myself.
and then you could always, have guests, flip it around, do different comics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe cross host. You fucking get Daniel to be on that bitch with you, and whoever else has a podcast. You know. So, yeah, man. That idea you got though, that's some unique shit, bro. That's interesting. That you looked at and that's cool, man. I would definitely try to hit that up.
Yeah, because I figure it's a chance for comics to win money.
Not only that,
they get paid for doing comedy.
The non-Hispanic comics, they can see what it's like to play loteria, and then they still get to do a set. You know, that's cool, man. That's cool.
I'll do it one day. But I have to talk about it on the podcast. That way, if anybody else does it, be like, "Ah, you ripped me off, fucker."
Oh, timestamp. Episode 60.
God damn it.
Episode 60, motherfuckers.
I said it here first, guys. Anyway, Dieago, thank you for coming.
Bro, appreciate it. Thanks,
man.
It was a lot of fun, bro.
Keep me the date with your fucking shows, dude. There's so many things on Facebook. If you have to fucking direct message it to me, I want to go to these things. I don't want to be missing out, man.
Cool, man.
There's times where I'm sitting here on the weekend and I'm not doing anything.
Cool, I got you, bro. I will let you know. I'll keep that in mind, man. We just got some good news right now, so.
All right, and see you later, guys.
All right, peace.